Yo, somebody background got somebody getting cussed out about not cleaning the kitchen. They background.
He always.
I'm mute right now. I'm muting myself.
All right, let's
I
go.
know y'all can hear me.
Yeah, we can hear you. We can hear you.
I know
All right,
it's
cool.
not DME because he's somewhere on YouTube watching the best of Hollow the
DME
Don
be
or
getting
some shit.
punched on too. What's his wife's name? Portia. What's her name? Pyre. he be fighting. He getting on.
All right, let's do this, man. This is the blogger media recap. I don't care about all them other battles. I'm here for one thing and one thing only: Verb and Lux. Let's talk about it, fellas.
We recording right now.
We on right now.
Verb.
Okay, hold on. Fatboy, you go first. Tell me who you had winning and why right now.
And watch how bad they make themselves sound. Can't wait. I can't wait.
Let's go. Let him. Fatboy, you go first.
All right, man. All right. Yo, coming into all this, I had Verb. Coming out of the battle, I got Lux. I want to, fam. I want to say that Verb. Y'all can hear me?
We can hear you perfectly fine.
Oh, all right. I heard somebody else talking. I want to say the battle was really close. I'm not gonna sit up here and discredit Verb like he ain't put up a fight. The battle's close, bro. But this what did it for me. This nigga Verb spent too much time not rapping at Lux. Like the nigga was right. He could have said most of that shit he said to anybody. That shit was not direct.
Huh?
It was not.
He's saying filler.
I'm not even. Hold on. Let me say this. I'm not even gonna go as far as to say it's filler because the content was good. I'm not even gonna knock that much of it. I'm saying that the shit I heard, that shit was not. It wasn't referencing shit that had to do with him and Lux. After all these years of waiting for this battle, and you ain't have shit to say to this nigga other than shit that you said to everybody else. You could have said any of that to anybody, bro. That's how I feel about the battle.
Ben, you a Lux guy? Talk to me.
You want me to go next, or you want me to go last?
Go ahead. Go.
I want to hear what
you been getting. First off, you've been getting on my nerves all week, so go. I'm tired of you.
All right, let's get right into it. Let's get right into it. A lot of stuff that Verb was saying his delivery was crazy, but some of that stuff ain't make no sense. He said you scary like Ben Willis with the hook, but I'm scary like Ben Simmons with a jump shot. Now, who's Ben Willis?
Ben Simmons.
No. Before Ben Simmons,
Willis.
He said you're scary like Ben Willis with the hook, but I'm scary like Ben Simmons with a jump shot. He said Blake Griffin over this cage pigeon. In my prime, I was Megatron.
Well, you really gonna die if you doing. If that's your angle, you definitely.
Truth. I want you to smoke Ben. I ain't gonna lie to you. That's what I'm here for.
Dead, and anybody else going up to Lux dead.
Y'all gonna get this work.
DME.
I'm gonna do my duty. Listen. I'm gonna do my duty.
Normally no.
Gonna love this.
Everybody in the building hollering 3-zip Verb when it's over.
They lying.
But
they lying, man.
But okay. Well, I got the lyrics right.
Break it down. Break it down, Truth. Break it down, Truth.
Here's the thing that
I didn't even do a breakdown yet.
Hold on. Let me say this before Truth go. Let me say this one thing. Listen to how much of this content is directed at Lux. Go ahead, Truth.
Exactly. Thank you.
Wait,
go ahead.
Before I even say, this gonna be easy if that's the angles you use. And if you want me to just say the bars that's directed toward Lux,
I would love to hear it.
You're going to die on that. But even before that, this is the thing that really kill y'all the most. Watch this. Mm-hmm. What round do y'all exactly give Verb? Listen close, people. What round y'all give Verb?
Third. That's it.
Right, you give him what is obvious to everybody that can't be denied, right?
I give Lux the first. That was the clearest round, and I edged Lux in the second. That's the most debatable round.
Right.
That's how I called it.
He said Lux the clearest in the first, and Verb the third was clear, and he edged the second.
And then Lux edged the second.
Now let me ask you this question. Now, when you say edge, what do you mean by edge? You mean, how do you mean by close? 29,
I'm gonna
30,
be honest.
I don't
17,
score
19? What
I'm
you
gonna
mean
be.
by
I'm
edge?
gonna be honest. When I say edge, in my mind, edge mean preference. I never feel like edge mean you had one bar better. Ain't no way to determine one bar better. You like this or you like that. So that's just me. Y'all can say what y'all want. That's my.
Right. I'm trying to see what they mean by edge.
Meaning they were both fire, but
Yeah, DME, don't be quiet now.
Lux was more direct, and Verb is just in his own mythological. Like Lux is telling him, oh my God, I just rewatched the battle right now. Lux was wigging in the first and the second. Verb was good. This is a debatable battle. This is my problem. Everybody's acting like Verb won this clear. This is super debatable. It's just as debatable as Hollow and Lux was.
Y'all see senseis, I see slices.
Yeah, I ain't get that
that's
bar
right.
either.
That's fire. But do you know
That
why
was
he
fire.
said that?
That's not
Do
fire.
you know why he said that? Can I ask you a question? Do you know why he said that?
You mean, do I know why he said that?
Do you know why Verb said that?
What
Yeah,
bar?
that's the simple question. Do you know why he said that?
Y'all see sensei, I see slices. Please.
Go ahead.
Right.
What is that for?
From the Arsenal battle? Is that why?
Do you know why he said that?
Because the
Arsenal battle. When he was dressed up like an army.
DME Detroit trying to help him. But that's exactly why he said that. So why are you assuming that he's saying that like that's something lame? If that's the case,
and y'all keep saying, oh, Verb didn't say nothing that pertained to Lux. Okay, so when Verb said, hold on, so when Verb said, yeah, you found us, but you wasn't trying to build us from the ground up. You was trying to find some food for your monsters, goods, ice, arsenal. So you fish in small ponds out of towners looking for flounders, but you picked the wrong fish. Nigga, I'm a piranha. That's
fire.
Man, he killed through the whole battle.
Fire.
I just don't see how they overlooking all this stuff he said. When he first come off, he said the culture deemed you as dangerous, and all you had to do was walk around just being loaded. When I really smoked stuff, that was coming out the gate. That the people tried to boo. That the people tried to boo, saying he not saying nothing when he actually building up what he about to do to the man. And when he say, y'all Clark Kent is now in the face of a real villain. Tonight, I don't want to hear your raps. I don't even want to hear they claps. While you perform, I envision a slaughter form with chainsaw going, pig squilling all night. I got these ill feelings. That's now. Here's the thing. Now,
that was a trash buildup.
First, no, it wasn't. No, you see that? You see how critical you is? I'm hoping you're not being critical because you put money on the line and know you got to pay up.
Listen,
I think that's why you're being a little critical.
That's why it was cricket.
Okay, look. I think that's why you're being a little critical. But even when he say this, he say, so what, you crazy? You still gonna get your crazy butt killed. I'm sitting you down crazy still, like a mental patient in meditation. You don't get that, do you?
That's cool. That ain't crazy.
That's fire, because you have to understand the process of a mental patient sitting down still in meditation. You don't get
saying it like that was
timekeeper.
Right.
Should have been unlimited.
Right.
Crazy.
Right. So
that was cool.
So no, it's
what did Lux say in the first that was so great to y'all?
Verb got the best bar.
Should have been unlimited.
Timekeeping the timekeeper DME. That's what you got.
Battle.
Timekeeping the timekeeper.
Let beloved rap. Stop crying.
That apron boxing scheme that he did.
I got it right here. I got it right here. That ain't really nothing.
You did all this for props.
No. He said, what's the A? He say, what's the A? He say, Verb, what's the A for? Apron, nigga? Mm-hmm. Are you a waitress? Then why you lay out already the stakes, then already set the table of content for they mind bent, out of great shape when they go to step up and scale a line, measure the body, punching can't feel like a glove because you laced it with the narration. That's nothing. That's nothing. That's nothing. We're talking about that scheme code. That was nothing.
I'm a mind reader.
Delation, narration, laced it with the glove. I'm
hold on.
Here,
let me paint the picture for you, though. Hold on.
What Verb does.
You can't paint the picture for me.
Let me paint the picture for you. No, it's not basic. See, this way you wrong, Truth. This talking about a whole bunch of different shit. He talking about the whole build up to this battle where Verb was trying to paint the picture on why your boy ain't been promoting the battle and that he the greatest and he a dog and that's why he gonna win. All this build up and shit. and instead of just waiting until they get to the fight to do the actual fight, and you running your mouth way before the fucking battle even started. He talking about the weigh-ins. He talked about not waiting until we weigh in. You not bringing down the science behind the buzz, bro. That shit was fire.
First of all, no, you trying to make it sound fire. You trying to put an identity to the bars that's not saying what you're
not gonna read between
trying
the
to help
lines.
him. No, that's called helping. You trying to help his bars to make it appear like
if you
that's
mean
what he's
by
saying,
understanding, that's what helped me. Then yeah, I understand. That's what.
No.
I'm helping.
You trying to critique his bars to make them sound more than what they actually are sounding.
I'm telling you what they mean.
And that's not going to play out like that, because that's not what he's saying.
See,
he didn't say none of that stuff you just said. You made it appear like he said that.
He said
everything right here. Please tell me. I can say it again.
Please said it like I just made that shit up out of thin air.
That's exactly what you're doing. You trying to create to make it sound what the lyrics is not saying. What a lot of people was doing, trying to say, oh, this is what he really meant. No, we going by what he said, not what you think he meant.
I can tell you right now, if you didn't understand that, then I know why you got Verb winning.
Well, first of all, that's not going to work on me.
Tell me everything I need to know.
Write in rap for people, so
you didn't write none of this battle. Lyrics. You didn't write none of this battle.
I don't have to, but I understand bars and lyrics and what's
being said. You can't possibly if you didn't understand that.
These 3-minute round dudes swearing they gods.
What I'm not doing is taking words out of context to make it fit what I want it to mean.
Okay, read it.
Yeah, Fatboy. We know you trying to be slick.
Okay, read. Hey, Battle Truth. Read the buzz again, and you tell me what they mean.
Right. He said. Well, he just said. He said this. He said, "Verb. What's the A for? Apron, nigga. Are you a waitress? Then why lay out already the stakes? Then already set the table of content."
But right there, stop.
Listen. Okay,
stop.
watch him
setting the table of
transform
setting
this,
the table of contents. Setting the table of contents is telling people it's like a book, step by step, what the chapter's going to be about. That's setting the table of contents.
Exactly.
Are you not following the
table
material?
of content in? But that didn't say what
you if you're not following it bar for bar.
First of all, I am.
This is Lux. You guys got to
come on, man.
You tried.
Come on, beloved.
First of all, it still didn't lay out what you tried to make it lay out what you just said. You just trying to break it down now as I'm going. But even still, if you say, he'd say, why you lay down the stakes and the table of content and set, we know what that means. But that's not to say that makes Verb look bad when they got a battle finna go and Verb is telling you and breaking down Lux for the promotion. They don't have nothing to do with that.
Damn, why are y'all acting like Lux first was hitting y'all
everything?
Lux was fire.
What happened is, bro, y'all acting like Lux first was hitting crazy, and then at the end, he went over the time.
Phelps, you swimming next to a yacht. Y'all went crazy over that.
Then at the end,
Phelps, you swimming next to a yacht. You went crazy over that.
I did.
And then at the end, look, at the end of the first,
like, come on, are you
at the end of the first, bro, at the end of the first, Lux goes over the time. Verb tells him, go ahead, keep going. And then Lux is still crying about it.
No. Drizzy, I knew you were going to bring that up. He said, I got one more bar left. And then y'all made it seem like, oh, he was lying. He said, I got one more bar left. And he did. He had one bar left.
And you know what's crazy about that?
So I was cooking in the kitchen, Ben Rain with your head in a submission. That was crazy.
Lux's first round, they stopped him at 540.
Here's my question. Was that crazy? I was cooking in the kitchen.
They was lying, Ben.
Your head in a submission. That was fire, huh?
Battle Rap Stat says you're wrong. They said it was 650.
Everybody used that. Everybody used that line.
Verb called
the Ben Rain baby boy cooking in the kitchen.
The study buddy gives 2 to the head. That was crazy.
Everybody used that.
One of these, if one of these up and comers said half that shit Lux was saying, they'd have got booed off stage.
If Disaster said anything Verb said, you guys would be trashing it. Facts.
I pulled
all that magical wizardry stuff. If Disaster said that, this is garbage. I'm sick of hearing disasters to go into these magical worlds. But when Verb says it, it's God level. All right, I get it. And he called him a kumquat. What's a kumquat?
Who's Ben Willis? I'm still trying to figure that out.
Exactly. What's it? Oh, I'm John Stockton that can dunk. Come on, man. That's lazy
I'm
writing.
5 brake tires. In my mind, I'm on
If
5
you're
brake
going
tires.
to do that, you're going
What
to
does
die
that mean?
because
No,
Lux did that all night.
Hey, Truth.
If you're going to do that, you're going to die because Lux did that all night.
Nobody
What
knows
does that
what
mean?
color
I'm pointing out. I'm pointing out the faults in it. What does that mean?
My nigga Ben, you went crazy over verbatim bars. Stop it.
That was fire, that verbatim bar. Yeah, it was. What do you mean?
God,
what?
No way.
You went fire for Cassidy's first round. Lux's third round is way better than Cassidy's first round.
We ain't got to talk about the third.
Kumquat is a fruit. Oh my God.
We ain't got to talk about Lux third. He got washed in it. We ain't got to talk about that.
But it wasn't as bad as y'all making it.
It is. That's the only clear round the whole battle. That's
but it was good. It was good. It was better than most
he
of the
murdered
rounds.
him. He murdered him with the he said the Transformer line, but in my prime, I've been Megatron. He killed him with that line. He killed him with the Nipsey Hussle, the hero gon' go out for him line. That they come to see the vegan, they want to see the clean body. Killed him with that line. Your backstage water be lightly chilled, distilled. I still walk in and go to the faucet like distill. Man, that shook the room.
I like that.
That was shaking, dude, man.
But you guys are making it sound everything Lux said was trash. See the difference?
What I'm saying is he had the best bars, period, every round. While y'all trying to critique his bars, he had the best bars.
You bring the gum bar shooters in a second. That was fire.
Ben, it been a cheat code for Mr. Lomachenko. Now this one always chink show. What? Come on, man, stop it. Verb was wilding on him.
Nobody said Verb wasn't fire. Y'all acting like everything Lux said was trash.
Right.
Nah. Lux second was fire. His second round was fire, but the first and third
was fire too. He said, I'm powerful. This fellow out the mud like Malibu. I make the Blade Browns look like Bartholomew. You the root of the culture, nigga. I knock the bark out of you.
That was fire.
He was killing, dog. That's the first round. He had
no. That was the first round, but that was the end of the round.
What are you talking about?
One of y'all background.
That wasn't the end of the round.
That was the end of the round. What are you talking about?
I got it right here. How's it the end of the round? And I'm still looking at bars.
Yo, that was still towards the end of the round. What are you talking about? After that, he only had the jabs, the southpaw bars. He had the house.
I got all of them right here. He had more than that. He had more than that. He had the Clark Kent line. You in the face of the real villain. That was cold.
That's not cold.
The mental. That was cold. The Kashgan beloved. You was amazed because it was more. Okay. You was more afraid than enraged. I never seen a saber-toothed tiger be kidding. Pull his cap back, open his skull. It's a maze in it. I'm more.
What does that mean?
It ain't a way out of it or a way in it.
So his mind is a maze.
You all over the place, True. That
ain't all over the place. That was crazy.
That was in the beginning of the round. What are you talking about? When he said that maze in it, that was the first hard bar that he said. Those first
first of all, that was a lie. That was not the first hard bar that he said. So that's not true. That's not true.
Verb was like 4 minutes into that first round before he really started.
That's cooking. Another lie. Now you finna lie because the round was only 5 minutes. So now you exaggerate.
That's a lie right there.
Now you highly exaggerating. You exaggerating.
You just lied.
I was see 4 minutes in it.
The time on
4 minutes in it in a 5 minute round.
I'm gonna tell you right here. When I'm watching it on the video on demand, the clock on Verb's round starts at 19 minutes and 58 seconds. When he ended it, it was almost 30 minutes. It was 30 minutes into the video, bro.
Well, actually,
it was
bro,
10 minutes long, and the crowd reaction was almost 3 minutes round or some shit. 3 minutes long or some shit like that. He rapped for 7 minutes. So I'm doing my math wrong, I guess. Okay, true.
But I'm telling you,
y'all timekeepers was lying.
When you saw the distractions that was in a lot of that stuff, bro. And you ain't adding that in. All the long pauses and breaking that was
truth. Listen,
4 minutes
beginning was
Verb 1 3 zip. What you gonna say about the poll?
He almost got
10,000 people on the poll. 10,000
he almost got booed in the beginning of his first round. What are you talking about?
10,000 people on the poll.
Yeah, and the polls say debatable to me. Give or take 5%.
Hey, DME.
10,000 people.
Says debatable, Drizzy. Even the poll
got like 80 to 70%.
Sounds like a debatable.
What you gonna say?
So look,
10,000 people ain't even watch the battle.
You lying?
That's a lie. Why wouldn't they?
10,000 people ain't buy that pay-per-view.
That's a
Man,
fact.
why would you think 10,000 people probably didn't watch the battle when they bootlegging and screaming and everything?
Let's say
Them
10% of those
numbers
people
be
voted for
rigged, man.
10%.
Them
Now,
numbers be rigged.
okay. So look, y'all don't hold on.
Hated dudes in battle rap, but everybody want to just vote for him out of a suddenly against the beloved. Man, get out
So
of here.
look,
That don't even
wait.
sound
So
Don't say
battle
act
truth,
like
look,
people like us.
look, truth. So they don't want to count. They don't want to count polls with over 10,000 votes worth of people, and then people also don't want to count Jay Black and his judges who decided
At all.
Verb won 5-2.
God, man, they had
Okay,
Mickey
now
Facts on
can I say something?
panel.
or
Let me say
Butterfly,
something.
or me, or other bloggers who worship this man. Like for instance,
Most
Mickey
of the
Facts'
bloggers
opinion don't
had
count.
Lux winning.
Look, fan point of view, Jihad worship that man. Worship his dirty
Oh my God, I'm not taking nothing Jihad says.
It don't matter though.
What about
But
Mickey
he
Facts?
still- but
What about
But
Piper
he
Boy,
still
Three-Letter
loved-
Man?
But
Right.
he still
they all got
loved
Lux.
this
Boy,
man.
Mickey Facts, they all got Lux
Look,
winning.
He
I know
still
Jihad
loved
ain't
this
seeing
man
his eyes
and
still
worshiped
Everybody
this
that
man.
got it on a rewatch, everybody that
I'm
watched it on a
telling you, a
rewatch
person
got Lux
who
winning.
worshiped this
Yep.
man, bro, who can't go a day without his show without quoting the Lux.
But you
Well, I
know
don't
what?
care what
But
other
you know
people
what?
got to say. I know what
At
I
the end
saw.
of the day, at the end of the day, we are a part of the battle rap community, and we have over 10,000 worth of people take our opinions out of it.
But Drizzy, it's
The
debatable.
majority of the people,
And
no,
your
the majority. It's over 10. It's a poll with over 10,000 votes.
Yeah, and
they got
it's
Verb
debatable
winning.
in the poll.
So
No,
it's
it's
42
not.
to 36.
On the poll.
42,
It's not
36
at all.
debatable. What are you
it's not
talking about?
debatable.
No.
It's a clear
No, it's
win.
not.
6-point
It's a
difference.
win.
He died.
Let me get this straight. Hold on. Let me get this straight. With all the trolls in the battle rap community, we just gonna
Now
assume
we
that
go.
every vote
Y'all
is
use
clear.
polls for everything else.
You
Y'all
finna
use
Every
hurt
polls for
vote.
everything.
I'm asking the question because I never use polls for shit. I don't trust these niggas.
Right.
Okay, well here's the point. Lux is more popular than Verb. So why is Verb winning on a poll to the
That's
person
not
that's
true.
more respected? Yes, it is. Lux
That's
is
not
way
true.
more
Verb
popular
threatened
and respected
everybody
than
if they don't say I won, I'm not doing interviews. Look what he did to Tony Bro on Twitter. What are you talking about?
Lux.
All right,
Lux
he's threatening
is more
people. You don't move
respected.
like that.
Lux is more
wants to
respected
address
in
that?
battle rap than
Respected
A-Verb,
is a different
period.
argument than popular.
Popular
Fat
too,
boy,
period.
fat boy,
Lux
fat
is
boy.
more popular than A-Verb. Who don't know that? Everybody know that.
Not on
You gonna
social
really
media,
I
argue that?
disagree.
If you disagreeing with that, you really tripping, man. Ain't no way Verb
Okay,
been
let me
popular than
explain.
Lux.
Let me
Thank you,
explain.
Kate.
You
Let me
finna hurt
explain.
yourself, but go
No,
ahead.
I'm not.
You're
No, I'm
gonna
not.
hurt yourself. Go
The
ahead.
newer battle rap fans who just joined within like the last 2 or 3 years or so, they know way more about Verb than they do Loaded Lux. He's Verb is way more
man.
popular to the battle rap community than Lux is. Lux don't even come out that often.
Man,
And
first of all, that's a lie.
And
First
since you said Lux don't come out that much, let's get to another Verb bar where he was letting you know you bougie. In your mind, you live in a house in the hills next to the holy skies, and you look down on us in a trap house, not knowing that it's dope inside. He letting you know
That
you
was
bougie.
fire.
You act like you better than
Man,
us.
he
That's
did that
attacking
through the
Lux.
whole. He got the best bar through the whole battle. I don't see every time he's spazzing, he relating to the battle rap crowd way more than Lux is. Same thing happened in the Luke battle. They just
Not at
throwing
the
stuff
Apollo.
out there, but he is literally breaking him down lyrically, showing how his pen even better than his, and it's rocking the room every time. How you ignore this? That's crazy.
That's the thing. Didn't we open this up and I said that Verb was dope. I'm not even gonna say like Lux smoked him or nothing like that. It was a close battle. I said that from the rip.
They was yelling 2-0, then they was yelling 3-0, and y'all want to fight it. Y'all fighting it. It's okay.
Now Drizzy. Now you tell me if I'm wrong. Ben, tell me if I'm wrong. Did I not send y'all the videos where I showed you my video of me saying
exactly. You was 100%.
He's going to win in the building, and it's because Lux, the way that he raps, it's gonna be hard to catch all that shit in the building. And before niggas even leave the building, the narrative will be that Verb has won the battle already. But because you got to go back and watch Lux shit, it's too late by then. You don't get a do-over right
Yeah,
then
but
and
you know
there.
what?
Every Lux battle, every time.
This is what I was saying.
Lux battle.
And but hold on, because this is what I was saying. Hold on, Truth. This is what I was saying. It is what it is. We don't change that rule for nobody else. So why change it for Lux? If JC gets smoked in, if JC gets smoked in a room Oh, he's lyrical. If he gets smoked 3-0 in the room, he has to live with it for months until the battle drop.
That's a
so
fact.
Lux just gotta live with it. He just gotta live with it. We're not changing the rules for you.
But
Yeah,
hold
why
on,
is
hold on.
Yeah, why is it
Yeah,
like
he
that?
gotta-
Every time
yeah,
Lux
he
rap,
has
you
to
got
live
to
with
sit
it.
on him like fine wine. Like, man, we get
I
that
agree.
trash, man.
He has
No.
to live with it. That don't mean that he lost.
Exactly.
That do mean he lost. Because guess what?
No, it don't.
That's what the results say. He lost.
So was Lux trash to you guys? Is that what I'm hearing?
Nah,
Yes,
Lux was
he
trash.
was. Yes,
He wasn't trash.
okay,
He wasn't trash to me.
Right.
He
That
wasn't
was
trash,
trash
to me.
Yeah,
Nah.
that makes no sense. All right.
He's saying just a bunch
I
of
do think.
gibberish.
I do
No,
think.
I
do
know
think
Verb
Lux.
was saying a bunch of gibberish. If you want
Trying
to
to
think
be a
Lux-
comedian, them jokes ain't landing. Like, dude,
he was
get out of
aggressive.
here,
He
man.
was fiery. Like he was
I
direct.
thought DME. I thought Lux was
They
good. I thought
both
his
was
first.
direct. I don't see how you saying it's not. We steady spitting bars of Verb being direct towards him, and how you not getting Verb was
True.
direct.
Hey, true. I don't think
Yo,
Lux was
what-
trash. I
what
think
did-
Lux
What did Verb
first
say in
was
a
like
second? I was harder than that. All these gun bar niggas on the car, but Smack still called Lux.
his whole
the fully loaded guy.
Showtime was
Killed
better.
that. What?
That
You
Showtime
gonna
was
sound-
loud,
His
yo.
Showtime was trash, and I'm not
Y'all
lying.
lucky they flag channels, boy.
You might be
spinning the
Showtime,
wheels.
just not
What
at
was
the
it?
Apollo. Listen, man. You might be Showtime, just not at the Apollo.
That's
Crazy.
light.
That was
That's
crazy.
so light. Really?
That was
You
light.
calling that a haymaker?
Yeah, and it was a back-to-back. He had another one either right before or right after.
The box office put a lad in. That was light.
How many boxes I had to do to pull the lad in? That was good.
That
That was
Offset
good.
talks
I
to the
ain't gonna
Quavo about
underplay that.
doing a bad ad lib. See, right here's where you're gonna have to take that skirt off.
Right? That was okay.
Okay, that's okay, Ben. It's okay, Ben.
Okay.
That was
Now watch this, Ben. Now watch this, Ben.
Add the Whitney and nigga Houston.
Now say what Verb was saying. Man, that Whitney Houston line wasn't really nothing. Come on, everybody used the Bobby Brown, Whitney Houston.
I'm
crackhead
talking to your
line.
soul when you
Stop
go
it,
on, how
man.
you get up there. That was fire.
That was super
First
fire.
of all, everybody used the Bobby Brown, Whitney Houston crackhead.
And Houston-
line.
Hold on.
Duh.
His Showtime
Everybody
had a
used that.
hold on. His Showtime had a picture open heart like a locket chain. That was fire.
That was all right for the setup, so stop it, man. If you're gonna nitpick,
What was the punch on the Showtime?
You keep saying
you
that.
gonna
Like,
nitpick,
Spinning the
you
wheel,
gonna
like
die.
that was not good.
Come, spinning the wheel like that. Hold on, no. Now this is where I got
that.
deep.
Go ahead,
go ahead.
No.
Spinning
No,
the
I'm
wheel,
gonna
what
get
was
this
it?
off. No, I'm gonna get this off because he ended that with that Doctor Strange punchline.
Doctor
And
Strange,
you the
that's what it
same.
was.
Wait, you the same dude that went crazy when Good said they marvel how I still make the blocks move like Doctor Strange. You went crazy for that.
Okay,
I don't act
somebody
like
just
I don't
that.
remember going crazy for that, but all right.
Strange about why does
I don't remember going crazy. I don't even know who Doctor Strange is. I don't watch it.
Nah, I
You know
like
Dr.
that bar.
Strange is. You got the
Who is
comic
he? What
book.
does he do?
Stop
The
running.
cartoon? What is it?
Nah, I
swear
like
to you, I
that
don't know.
bar. I like
He a
that bar.
cartoon, a comic book, a superhero.
Yeah, I don't. It doesn't hit for me. I don't.
Man, you got that cartoon.
I'm telling you,
man.
I don't.
I'm telling you what haymakers though. See, you're telling me bars, and I'm telling you haymakers. Lux
Ben
is out there-
Swayze, pay off that money before we be at your door. You ain't getting out of this, bro.
Lux won the
Hey,
first.
all right, now Ben, keep it a buck. I know other people that was there, so don't lie. And when you left the building, what was majority of the people there saying? Keep it 1,000. Don't
People I spoke to, they said that it was debatable. A couple people had Verb winning. A couple people had Lux winning. A lot of
Majority
people saying
have
they
Verb
want to
winning in
rewatch
there.
it. Because let me tell y'all this, in the building, and this is why they was lying. The audio was messed up in the building. Everybody kept saying they couldn't hear good. Like, it was different from when it was on camera. Whatever the speakers they were using in the building, some of it was coming out muffled.
So why was
even-
the crowd screaming 3-0 then, Ben Swayze?
Because it was a popularity thing. It was easier to catch what Verb was
Popularity?
saying.
Lux is
Let me
more
talk.
Look, when
Let me
Lux was
talk.
announced,
Let
did
me
you hear the cheers?
Let me
That
talk.
man got on
That really be
stage?
blowing me.
Verb
They-
Verb
crazy.
rap is easier to digest. It's easier to hear what he's saying. Lux's complexity, like, you have to really listen with
That's
your...
fine. That's fine. But we know that. Everybody in battle rap know that. But you a professional. You need to make sure some of this shit hit while we here. So we can say you won. That's your fault. That's your fault.
Right. Stop trying to say,
I'm not even...
just be
Listen, I'm not even...
supercalifragilisticexpialidocious on this dude. Man, get out of here. You
I'm
dead.
not going to front. That's a good point.
The difference is, I think we
part of
like
my
what Verb
concern.
did, but you guys are really hating on Lux. That's what I hear the difference.
That what
hating.
you just said.
I know how we hate
it was trash. He was trash. Nothing Lux said was trash.
Honestly,
nothing.
everything
Yes,
Fatboy said in his
wait.
blog was
Did you say nothing he
Nope.
say was trash?
He was
you
on
think he was
fire.
fired from beginning to end?
To give
You
him
know the third round. Wait,
85%.
DME. You know the third round was trash. So why would you
mental
say
The third
nothing
really
he
wasn't
said
though.
was
It
trash?
was good. He had some good.
No,
They give him
DME.
mental midgets to genius giant. I'm cosmic. That's why this nigga
DME.
scared for his conscious heavy metaling with a nigga you know rocking both sockets, watching your heart pumping in a circle, jumping, but he knows how to rave about. I'm about to make it gothic for a pump. You couldn't even stop with me in a mosh pit. Yo, bruh, he was rapping circles around Verb, man.
That's it. That's
Actually, he wasn't.
Also,
and that's a
so
lie.
the shit
Because
that the
Verb
shit
had
that
those same rapid rounds that you saying. The
But he
same
wasn't
you
saying
just not,
nothing.
near
you
as
just not
complex.
quoting
He wasn't
You
saying
just not
nothing,
quoting it. Matter of fact, hey, Drizzy, wasn't you just quoting some of them? You heard what he just said? What Drizzy got us off the phone?
No, we here.
Man, why you ain't responding, brother? Don't hang me out like that.
He knew it hit.
I got a
That's
call.
why. He knew it hit when he heard it.
Hey,
You say I
anyway,
ain't
did
even
you
hear.
hear what
Man, did you like anything in that third from Lux?
First off, why are y'all acting like this wasn't trash? Hold on, why y'all acting like this wasn't trash? That Lux said that handyman that was trash when he was talking about when I look at St. Louis, y'all I think of minivan soccer mom. Like
I love that. I ain't lying,
That
Drizzy. I
was
like
trash.
that. I like that.
Yeah,
the delivery on that was horrible.
The delivery was actually funny.
Hold on, I got this. But then he ended it with till you got to watch one of them community leaders until you got to watch one of your community leaders get put in the trunk for trying to lift their hood up. This shit tougher than mechanic hands. Everything he was saying was connected.
Let's give it up to Verb. Verb was great.
Come on, man.
I mean,
Verb won,
man.
period. Look, and you know another thing about Lux that was trash? His third round when he complained about you wouldn't give me 2-3 minutes, but you want to keep. He spent like 4 minutes. No, I ain't gonna exaggerate. Like 2 minutes crying about wanting an extra 3 minutes. I'm like, what the hell are you talking about, man? Just rap.
third. I ain't rock with that third. I ain't even gonna
What
hold
is he
you.
talking
The
about?
third was horrible. That was
I
horrible.
didn't rock with
No,
it.
but
horrible
DME
guys
said
that
it was
really-
fire.
It
DME
wasn't.
said
It wasn't
fire.
horrible.
Nah, that was horrible.
It wasn't that it was
That was
horrible. I just
horrible.
didn't rock with it. I just
Yo,
wasn't
me
feeling
and
the
Goods
third.
was up there crying. Like, Goods was telling me, he's like, yo, I'm trying to keep up with him, but I don't know what he's talking about.
Yeah, you got to go back and watch it. Go back.
Well, why y'all going back and watching it?
He lost. He lost.
Going forward, declaring Bird
He lost that
won.
round.
While y'all going back watching it, the people keep going forward saying Bird won.
I'm not surprised.
Listen, I think this battle's super debatable. I edged it to Lux.
I don't.
I
I'm
just
not-
don't see
wait,
why
Ben, you
y'all
don't think
giving
it's
Verb the
debatable?
obvious. Why y'all giving Verb the obvious round he won? Like y'all know without a doubt he won the third.
You know what it is,
want
Ben?
us to not give it
That's
to
the
him?
only
Truth.
clear round. What are you
You
talking
want
about?
us to
If
not
Verb
give it
rap-
to him?
If Verb flipped his third and first round, it might be closer. Like you know what I mean? Like if Verb rapped that third and the first and flipped the rounds, it might be a lot more
if
closer.
Verb
for
would have
Verb.
rapped his
Damn
second
me,
in the
that don't
first.
even
If
matter
Verb would have rapped
because
his
he
second round
winning
in the
on all
first
the
round,
polls, so
then I
he
would have
ain't
said
got
he
to
would have
flip
won.
nothing.
That's cool. And he can have it. He can
We
have
won.
it.
We got the crown. The Midwest
Well, then
took
Hollow
the
beat
crown
Lux
from the
then.
See what
East
I'm
Coast.
saying? That's
And
all
But
y'all
that's a
wanted.
factor.
being
Hollow
mad.
beat Lux.
That's just, the Midwest got the crown now.
And
That's all
being
y'all
mad,
care
we
about.
won. We got
We
the crown. We won. We finally took the East Coast crown. He mad. He mad.
That's not that. That's all y'all wanted.
Ben,
Yeah,
guess what?
that's what it
Don't
is.
you know our two killers is leading battle rap right now? Hitman and Verb is running battle rap right now. Do you know that?
No, they not.
Yes, they are. Hitman ain't lost in like 4 years. Verb just knocked down all
Hitman
the
is-
Mount Rushmore killers. What you talking about?
I like Hitman more than Verb. But.
They running battle rap right now. Verb knocked off all the Mount Rushmore.
You think Verb would be Calico?
Yeah, man, yeah.
Alright.
You want to make that
Alright.
debate?
He better leave
Man,
that
you don't
smoke
like
alone.
debate.
Easy,
Okay,
man.
He
Ben.
better
But
leave that
before
smoke alone.
before we bet on that, could I please have my money for this one though? Please?
Yeah, man.
Don't do it, Ben. He didn't win.
Please.
I'm not
He got to
paying
go
up.
by the polls. The polls got us
I don't know
winning.
what y'all bet.
What
I don't
more
know how
you
you
want to
did.
see?
First
Find
of
me,
all,
okay, Ben,
we
find me.
winning on the polls.
We didn't even
Ben, listen,
bet on this battle.
because it's over.
We did
Listen.
bet. We bet live on air. We bet live on air. Then we
No, the hell we
Drizzy.
did.
That's a fact.
Don't you got the
No, we don't.
recording,
What did we
Drizzy?
bet?
Crazy, man.
What did we bet?
Drizzy got the recording
I
when we
got
was
the
last
recording.
on.
What did we bet? What's the bet? What was the
You
bet?
probably did that. You just don't remember.
$50? Give me
You a
my
lie.
money.
You a damn lie.
I need you paying for my next pay-per-view, brother. I want my money.
Yo, you a lie.
No, I'm finna fix
Okay, Battlefield, you're doing that poll angle, right? You're doing the poll angle. Geechee got it 63, K-Shine 24. You got K-Shine winning. Where's that poll?
Definitely did. That's true. Sometimes, hey, look.
Okay.
That's true. I can't.
But look, DME. Wait, let me answer this.
Let me just say this real quick. Shout out to Jay Black for picking some judges. But come on, Gerald McCoy, he had a whole debate with Gerald McCoy on Norbs at all, and Gerald McCoy sat there and said, "Oh, Lux ain't no god. Lux is whack. His pen ain't even that good." And then y'all gonna make him a judge?
Do we know which two judges gave it to Lux?
Hold on. Let me talk. After debating him about it, then you gonna bet $4,000 and pick him as a judge after saying you got Lux? Man, that whole thing was That whole thing was
Hey, Ben, all right, look, hold on.
Which two judges voted for him?
Truth, hold on 1 second. All right, so look, it's over. It's 3 different polls out there. All 3 of them got Verb winning. It's over 10,000 votes with Verb winning. Then the J Black thing, that's the 4th one. Find me one thing. You didn't send it to me, please.
What's crazy, the majority of the votes. Let me tell you what's crazy,
I took a poll on YouTube. Let's see what it says.
Ben, and what's crazy, the majority of the votes is coming from the East Coast. That's what's crazy.
How do you know that?
How do you know that?
Because we know that's the biggest range in battle rap.
All right,
No, it's not.
I took a poll on YouTube. I got my results. You want to know?
Yes, it is.
No, it's not. The Midwest is the most
No.
in battle
Philly,
rap right now.
New York, and Jersey gonna always have it. You can stop that.
Don't.
It ain't the Midwest.
Yes, it is the Midwest. I'm telling you. Don't nobody watch battle rap in New York. Nobody. I'll be around.
All right, look.
Oh my God.
I took a poll on YouTube. Almost 500 votes. Aver 56%. Loaded Lux 40%. On my YouTube.
There we go. Give me my money. Look, I'm finna fix Ben. I
don't agree with it.
Pay up.
We never pay up.
Ben, you have to pay for my next King of the Dot event. I'm gonna make you pay for that one. You paying for my King of the Dot event.
All right, so you good, Ben. You never got to pay up. Don't worry about it.
That's not happening.
Hey, True.
Who did Tony Bro have winning?
Tony, hold on. All right, now look, that's a great point. That's a great point. DME. So look. Before the battle, Tony Bro picked Lux. Before the battle, Tony Bro picked Lux. Tone was at the battle. He left the battle and said Verb won.
He did? Okay, I haven't heard him say anything yet. So Tony Bro, did he watch it back?
And the one dude on Jay Black thing said he paid Hitman Holla $100, cashed out them because he had Lux winning going into the battle, and when it was over, he said, "I already paid Hitman his $100." That's for my love.
What that got to do with anything?
And everybody has paid.
Everybody that watched the battle over said that Lux won.
Ben the only one ain't paying nobody.
Everybody except Tony Bro. Tony Bro don't never pay me on his bets. Tony Bro don't never pay me.
That's crazy. Everybody thinks it's that clear, huh? Damn, I don't see it as being clear.
Ben,
if I would have bet anybody, I would have been getting paid. Like
you bet me. Hey, Drizzy.
I'm gonna release that audio clip. I'm gonna release that. I'm gonna release that
audio clip.
And
Ben,
no audio with that.
Could you please make out a money order? Could you please make out a money order to organic? I just want a money order sent to organic next event. Could you do that, please?
Hey, Truth. Let me tell you something. Let me tell you why.
Y'all got my wife sitting here talking about some babe. You gonna pay that man his money? I ain't paying him no money.
Get him, wife. Get him, wife.
Yeah, Miss Swayze.
I didn't bet him no money. What are you talking about?
Has Lux ever won a battle in the room? Ever?
Who?
Lux. Has he ever won a battle?
They gave him Calico in the room.
Be careful, 1 and 2.
Ben don't want to hear that. Ben don't want to hear that, especially when Lux just said, look, especially when Lux just admitted in his battle, he stole that from Verb. He just admitted it in the battle, so you can't go.
I don't know about that.
He don't like that. Ben don't like that.
I felt like Lux was actually addressing shit during the battle. Lux was addressing shit, and I felt like Verb was rapping. He was rapping really good. I ain't gonna lie, but
he was rapping a lot, and he was saying nothing in between that rapping a lot.
Nothing that I cared about, to be honest.
I would have seen you guys saying nothing.
Where you from, Big Boy? Big Boy, where you from?
Who's
Baltimore.
Ben Willis? I mean,
you from where?
Baltimore.
Oh, there it go. I knew it. I knew it.
Why you say that shit
Anybody
like
tell
it was
me
in
who-
St. Louis?
Anybody
Why
that's
you laughing?
listening, please can't tell me who Ben Willis is.
That's the East Coast, brother. That's what
I
Tay
don't
Rock
have no,
them
listen, I don't have no dog in the fight. I picked Verb to win.
Yeah, who
If
is
Verb
Ben
would have won, I
Willis?
would have said Verb won.
Who's Ben? Babe, Google Ben Willis. Who's Ben Willis? Ben Willis with a hook. I know what you did last.
You know what I'm saying with the hook.
I thought he was trying to say Ben Wallace. That don't make sense.
Yeah, you could say
He don't know what the hell he's talking about.
Who was the
He
one
just be
that died of
talking.
cocaine though? Who was
That
the one
was
that died of cocaine?
Lynn Bias. Lynn Bias.
No, but the other one too. It was two of them that died. Lynn Bias and Ben who? What was his name?
No, he ain't say Ben Wallace, babe. He said Ben Willis.
No, it was another one. No,
he
it's
said you
another one
scared me
that
like
died.
Ben
His
Willis
name
with the
Ben.
hook, but I'm scared me like Ben Willis.
I
Lynn
get that. I'm
Bias.
just trying to see who the other dude is. It's Lynn Bias
Oh,
and another
snap.
one
Yeah.
died too.
No, Ben
Yo,
Simmons
y'all want to hear
was
what's
afterwards.
crazy? Y'all want to hear something crazy? Yo, y'all want to know what's crazy?
Go ahead.
Yo, my girl just got me looking stupid right now. I don't even know if I want to say it to y'all because truth might kill me. Man,
Come
I'm a man, so I'm gonna say it. Y'all want to know who Ben Willis is?
Yeah.
Who?
Yo,
He said
please
you
do.
scary. He said you scary like Ben Willis with the hook. I'm scared, but I'm scary like Ben Simmons with a jump shot.
I
Ben
get
Simmons.
that.
I mean, Ben
So,
Willis is the dude
horror
from I Know
movie.
What You Did Last Summer. Remember
with
he had
the-
a hook
with the-
when he
with the
killed
hook?
people?
Oh,
Yeah,
that was his name?
That his
All
name
right.
was Ben Willis.
Oh wow.
Kind of cool.
That's
That actually makes sense.
That brings
Nah,
Mike to that
that's
bar.
That's crazy.
I
My
never
girl
knew
just
that though.
30.
I remember
But
it
the
when
two
you
don't-
said it because he got a trench coat. He got the trench coat with the fish.
Man, that bar was trash, man.
Is that his
I don't
real
want to
name?
hear that.
Wait.
Who would know that?
But
I
that
wouldn't
shit
know
that don't
Yeah, who
correlate.
would know that though?
It don't go.
Your
it
wife,
don't go, hold on,
so you
hold
better
on.
not say nothing crazy because she
It
just
don't,
told
it
you.
don't fucking
Your
go
wife-
together though.
Unless you want to be sleeping on the couch. You
Yeah,
better
I
not
was
say
thinking of a
nothing crazy.
basketball player. I wasn't thinking of no.
Me too. I'm thinking about a
So you
basketball
saying Lux is a dude from a movie with a hook on his hand, and you a basketball player with a jump shot? What the fuck do that got to
No,
do
he
with
said
111?
you more scarier. He said you more scarier because
Yeah, he
actually
said
that
you.
movie
He said you
wasn't really.
scared. He said you scary like Ben Willis with a hook, but I'm. He said, but I'm more scary like Ben Simmons with a jump
So
shot.
Ben
That's like
Simmons,
Yeah, the hook is more
so
scary
Ben
though.
Simmons who got a jump shot. Okay, the hook
Because
it don't-
Because he don't have a
Did
jump
last
shot,
summer,
that's why.
It wasn't really scary. It
That's
wasn't
like
really
saying
scary.
I'm
It
John
was more
Stockton that
comical.
can dunk. Basically, that's all he's doing.
It was
Nah, that
more
was fire.
comical.
That was fire. I ain't
That
gonna hold
was
you.
trash, bro. I'm sorry.
I
that
didn't
was
really like it.
ass,
So-
bro.
Okay, Fatboy, you had the second round as debatable. Which one? You had it flipped, right? Which one did you think was debatable?
I felt at first I felt like it came down to the first round. The more I watched it, I felt like
Right.
dog,
So you-
Lux fucking snapped. So then
you
I
had
went.
Lux clear in the second.
No, I wouldn't necessarily say it was clear. I felt like
Okay.
Lux definitely edged the second round. I felt like I said in the beginning. To
Mhm.
me, edge is basically saying preference. I felt like
Right.
what Lux did in the second was obvious. It was obvious to me, that this was the better approach for me.
Did you guys like the battle? I liked it. I'm hearing a lot of people didn't like it.
I like the battle.
I liked it Verb. I didn't really like Lux.
Yeah,
All right.
yo,
Well,
stop doing that.
Keeping
True.
it 100.
Stop doing that.
I liked
Keeping
it.
it
It wasn't my favorite battle of the night, but
All the
Yeah,
polls got
State,
Verb
Pat
winning.
State,
Stop.
my guy.
Give Lux his respect,
fire
man.
battle.
Give Lux his respect. Stop doing that. Stop doing that, True.
Man, I ain't
The
giving
battle's
Lux
over.
nothing. He died. We got the crown, Ben. It's over. Y'all held it for a long
That's
time.
what it is.
You won't
Yeah,
see it.
it's
You
not-
won't see
it's
it for a
not-
while.
That's all he wanted. That's all.
It's-
all these,
Yeah,
that's
it's
all.
the
All these
crown.
Midwest
We
people want.
earned it, man. You know how long we worked for that? It
Nah,
took
you
us
heard-
10 years
nah,
to
you
get
heard
that.
what
What
Lux
you talking
said.
about?
You heard what Lux said. He said all he had to do was battle Mook and battle him, and that was good enough. All he had to do was be in the belly of the beast. That was good enough. He ain't have to win or none of that shit. That's all he needed. And he right. He was
But he
literally
won.
right.
You know what's funny? Let me tell you what's funny. This finna be real funny. Lux admitted that Verb beat Mook, and I guarantee you Mook gonna say that Verb beat Lux. Watch.
Oh, he probably
Watch.
is.
Watch.
That's
What you
crazy.
talking? Watch how that go. Watch how that go.
So Drizzy, what round did you give? How did you call the battle?
3-0. That's how we called it.
No,
I'm
Drizzy
talking
had
to
it.
Drizzy. I'm not
Drizzy
talking to
had it 2-1.
You had a 2-1
Ben
round.
salty.
I think he gave round 1 to Lux. Or I'm sorry, round 2 to Lux. Round 2.
So if he gave round 2 to Lux, then Verb lost because Verb clearly lost the second.
Oh wow, he didn't clearly lose.
I don't know if
nothing.
it's clear. See, that's that. I think second's the most debatable one. I think that one is because Verb was snapping in the second. I get what you guys are saying. He wasn't saying nothing, but I don't think it was enough.
That's a lie, though. Why would they say he wasn't saying nothing? That's crazy.
I think it's just because he's getting into the mythical, like a lot of comparisons and
exactly, Kate. That was my point.
But you got to do that when people always put Lux on his pedestal. You even see on the Champion interview, they calling him God, and Jay Black like, well, God is worshipped everywhere he go. You were talking about Lux in reference to Lux. So they always put him up like he's God tier. He's the God of battle rap. Jay Black called that man the Lord and Savior. So when he using these references, to Lux as being this mystical God sits on high, he putting that, incorporating that in the round, breaking it down. That's cold, man. How you don't see that?
Yeah,
that's why I thought it was close.
Lux addressed a lot of shit too, though. He addressed a whole lot of shit between the two.
They both did. That's why I don't see how people saying they wasn't personal.
Okay, so let me ask you this, Truth. What did you like about Lux's rounds? I
liked it. A lot of things he was saying. But I liked him better in all his other battles. If I'm going to compare this battle to the ones he did before, except for the Mook and Lux part 2.
What about Arsenal battle?
I liked him better in the Arsenal battle than this battle. His first round in that Arsenal battle was crazy. I liked his first round in that Arsenal battle.
His second round in this battle was, yo.
I couldn't take it better than what he said in that Arsenal.
Yeah, I thought his second round was nuts.
His second round was crazy.
You gotta go back to the Arsenal thing.
And I like.
I'm talking about in this battle. His second round was crazy.
This was one of his worst battles ever.
That putting my kid in the park, not playing with him. That putting my kid in the park, not playing with him. That was that Star Trek scheme he had.
In park, not playing with him. That's like being you stretching.
That Star Trek scheme was fire.
Offset talking to Quavo, take the skirt off. That shit was
nice. That was nice.
That was fire.
That was nice. But it ain't
the hair scheme
crazy.
He had. Don't nobody in here think you gonna bang bitch who you putting his front on for? That hair scheme he had, he was saying so much stuff that was like the last game was still leading up to the next game in between. Like, oh man.
But he said a lot of stuff that was trash too. You leaving out. You just saying the parts you like. You're not saying all the other stuff he said.
Well, we debate.
But like, what? I asked you to tell me what he said that was trash. I named you a bunch of stuff.
You know what's crazy? Let me tell you what's crazy though. I just did the bar for bar breakdown, but you know what I did? I left out all the trash they were saying, and I feel bad now since y'all saying it. That means I got to go write this over again.
What about
say the stuff that they were saying that was
what about
trash.
The ARP hitman? You got to hire a real hitman. Or whatever he said. That was fire.
ARP, what did he say?
Running
probably. But then he's like, you got to hire. Then you can mix that. You can remix. That was fire. That was a fire. I think that was right after the Apollo line. So it was like back to back haymakers in that second.
Man, now I got to go right down.
When he flipped the
too long.
Iron Low like anemic, when he flipped that shit, that was crazy.
That's what
that wasn't crazy like that, man.
Are you serious?
And I do got that written down. I got that right here. But that was kind of light, man. That wasn't crazy like I wouldn't say that was all that crazy. Let me see what
Rap Genius right only has Lux's and nothing else. Why is that?
They only got what?
They only have the Lux's first roundup and nothing else.
Because it's too much to transcribe.
Yeah, but okay, they should have waited till they had it all.
That's why I'm saying
hard to transcribe. I tried.
It is a lot. Especially with Verb was going like, man, like
that's what I'm saying. Verb's bars is so easy to digest. It's easy to just say,
true. That's not true.
Bruh, it's way easier to digest Verb's bars.
That's not true.
That is true.
That's not true.
I wouldn't agree. I don't know. I feel like
he didn't really say that.
Verb didn't say nothing that
I'm in the middle here.
Verb didn't say nothing that I was like, oh. Besides just now when I found out he said that Ben Willis line. Other than that,
man, he said a lot of stuff fire. You lucky. I only got the first.
Listen to what I'm saying.
The first round
what did he say? What did he say that you have to go back and be like, oh, that's what he meant?
Verb spent a lot of time. Hold on. Verb spent a lot of time comparing a bunch.
That's what he does now, though. That's like his thing.
They all do that. What you talking about? They all do that. Lux did the same thing. All he did was comparing. The ballroom, no costume.
My bad.
When I could wear you out. The Kawhi Leonard team, he
That was
raptured
fire.
Godzilla.
That was fire. First of all, there was a whole scheme before that went into that. That's not all he said right there.
I definitely know that. This stuff is too
So
much.
don't try to just
write
say that
down,
one little
man.
part right there.
Listen,
Don't
this
do that.
stuff is too much to write down. I got to do this all over. This stuff is too much.
Yeah, it is.
I got like eight pages, and it's just the first round. Like, come on, man, it's
It
crazy.
is too much. It's a lot.
Well, Rap Genius said they'll have the rest of the battle up. So
I tried to transcribe it, but it was still too much.
Yeah, they'll have it all up tomorrow for us.
Hey, Battle Truth.
He said,
Did you see that? Did you see the how to rap like Verb steps?
Go through that, Ben. Go through that.
Read
it.
This is how you rap like Verb. Step 1.
By who? Rome DMV or
No.
somebody else?
No, he died, man. He died already. How could he
I'm gonna
write
tell
it?
you how to rap like Verb. Listen closely. Step 1. Turn any literal verb into a noun. For example, I congregate with the congregators.
Yeah, I
Step
hate
2.
that. I hate when he does that.
Call yourself one thing and call your opponent the opposite. For example, I'm a shark, you a guppy. I'm a lion, you a cub. Step 3, rhyme as much as you can. And step 4, punch, even if it's light as fuck.
Now read the bar.
Then your end result, you get, I congregate with the congregators. You just conscious. I'm a contra player. Lots of mayhem. I am Denzel. You cannot debate him. I'll give him 2 piece. I nominate. Come on, man.
Fire.
Like,
that's
but
fire.
then the crowd be going crazy over that.
That's actually fire what you just said.
It is. I think that was fire. I retweeted that shit this morning. That shit was dope. Somebody nailed that shit.
That's really how Verb rap.
Man,
but that's what
it is though.
Look, the
whole battle was like that for me though.
You gonna die trying to use that angle because at the end of the day, he still got the best rounds ever in battle. Angle to say that's how he rap when he still got
it's just
the
funny.
best
I'm not
rounds
using
in
that as
battle
an
rap.
angle.
Nobody has yet to beat, and according to your beloved Lux, stole from Verb. So what you talking about? What you talking about?
It was a story. It wasn't really stolen.
First of all,
yeah, he said it. He said it out of his own mouth in the battle.
Shouldn't have said that. I don't.
He did say that in the battle.
I'm not saying he didn't say it. I'm saying I still don't.
What did he say, Truth?
That he stole that third round
because
Verb did with Hitman and redid it for Calico.
Yeah, but Hitman's dad was a good dad, and then Calico wasn't. Different. Like, different kind of.
DME sounded so funny. He said, but Hitman's dad was.
But that's the difference,
dad.
Right? Hitman was a good dad.
Calico, all I know is you got to stop telling these people that it was 3-zip, and you know you sitting there lying.
3-zip, fam. I got 3-zip.
That's crazy.
That's a lie.
Nobody got 30.
The rest. I got to write the rest.
Nobody got 30. Nobody got 30.
Nobody got 30.
I think he did.
It's highly debatable at best.
It's debatable.
And the crazy part is, as time goes on, people gonna forever listen to Lux rounds and try to. Nobody gonna listen to Verb after Verb's bars is not gonna be
crazy, bro.
Verb's bars is not gonna be
I don't want to listen to Lux rounds now.
I like Verb's second
down his bars.
I did.
Sound crazy.
I already know Truth ain't write his bars down. He didn't even know what I was talking about with the
I didn't. No. Look, this is what I said. I said this. In a second, I got the first every time you said
the apron table of content shit.
I said that. I don't want. I ran that off and said it.
Right, that's what I just said. That's what we talked about. It was in the first.
Right, I got the first round written down. I ain't got.
Yeah, but you didn't understand none of that.
I do understand that. You tried to make it sound.
No, you ain't getting none of that.
What you did was gave it a body when it was a skeleton at first. All you did was put skin on it and made it appear more than what it was, than what he was saying. You like?
I think you mad because I got comprehension skills.
Why would I be mad? You got comprehension skills.
Because I broke it down for you and you said I tried to dress it up.
No.
Yeah, bro.
I tried to break it down.
Look
you
at what you did with your
it.
shot. They're gonna give you all that photo crap, but look at what he said. But look at what I did with the body. Yeah, some niggas don't get the picture till it's cropped top. What?
Same thing he said. Look, same thing he said in the hollow battle.
That's from all that bitches you do a lot.
I didn't give that. Now hold on. I didn't give that ball a lot of credit. We've heard a lot of people. We heard a lot of people say that picture crop shit. if you're gonna be, I'm gonna be fair. I'll be fair
All
about
that
everything,
static
bro.
on the
I heard
antenna.
that picture
Why
crop
it's
shit. I
always
wasn't
a
really
black
tripping
mama
off that.
banging on the box to get the picture. You got to crop it out to get the picture. Come on, he ain't do nothing but rearrange it. Same thing.
What? You would think you
Same
got
thing. I
to
just said it.
put a hole on him like a
It is
ticket
the
clipper.
same thing.
What, yo?
He just changed the way he said it in the hollow battle to cropping the picture and how you don't get it till you get the picture. Like what he said in the hollow battle when a mama banging on a box in the funeral to
Yeah, but
y'all
that
get
was
the picture.
specific.
He said these 3-minute round niggas swearing they gods, but ain't no limit to y'all. There ain't no limit to y'all. That's why it's fuck you, nigga. I'm gonna keep ticking. Forget the talk on that digital box. They just want to watch for me to work. But as soon as I punch in, you ain't gotta look over. You're going to know exactly what time it is when you get clocked.
That shit
Man,
was fire.
I get that. That
was
was
fire.
He was rapping circles around Verb, man.
Okay, but you not saying what Verb was saying. Why you not
told
saying
you the
that?
fire stuff Verb was saying. Lift his top maze bar. It's a maze in it. Ain't no way out or way in it. That was fire. The stand up niggas gotta lean once they crutches missing. That was fire.
I ain't fuck with that.
I like that.
I ain't really fuck with it.
Stand up niggas ain't got no choice to.
But the lean, yeah.
I mean, I got the bar. It was cool. I didn't think it was crazy like that. I thought
the ring and speed up
because the crutch and the cane.
I didn't like that in my prime. I was Megatron.
That was nice. Now that was nice. That was nice. Cause he said something about Lux having to transform, but in my prime, I was Megatron. Optimus Prime,
I didn't like
transform, Megatron. That was nice.
I like the vegan, the vegan versus everything healthy. Man came to see a clean body. I thought that was crazy.
I thought that was like.
I thought that was crazy. I like the.
I get it.
Like that.
I'm not. Listen. I'm being fair about it. Listen. I feel like, all right, okay, yeah, the healthy, the vegan thing, the clean body, I get it, but it wasn't an attack or nothing. It just was a nice line. It didn't hold no weight in my book. It didn't. It's a clean body. Okay, and then what?
Yeah.
I like that. That's what they got. They got a clean body. That's why people got it 3-zip, a clean body.
I like that his water be distilled. I walk in and still hit the water like this.
That shook the room.
He put his
that was fire. That shit was crazy.
That was a room shaker.
But that in my mind, I'm on 5 brake tires. That made no sense.
What'd he say in my mind? What?
Yeah, I'm on
5 great tires. This is high grade China.
But what does that mean, though?
Getting snorted off the fine grade China.
No.
What
does that mean?
Ain't got to worry about a 5'8" primate fighter. That was.
What does that mean? My mind is on 5 great tires.
That shit just sound like rambling.
That's exactly what it was.
I'm just saying, if Disaster said that, y'all would hate it.
His mind is on 5 great tires. What he talking about is that it just keeps on going, and then you got the extra. Then you got that. Then you got the spare. Then you got the spare. Then you got the spare. Then you got the spare to keep it going.
I ain't gonna front. I can rock with that. I can rock with that, Battle Truth.
Don't rock with that, because when you try to explain something, what he said, that's not what he said.
I'm not Battle Truth. I'm gonna be fair. I don't have to do what he do. I'm gonna be me. He can be biased if he want. That's cool. But I'm gonna be fair. I fuck with that.
Verb said, in dark places, I scrape light up. I make lightning. I break Titan. Y'all see Sensei, nigga. I see him slicing.
Okay,
I didn't like that.
Was nice.
I didn't like that.
That was cool.
I didn't like
that was crazy, man.
He started it off good, but that y'all see Sensei, I see slices. I didn't like that.
That was ended. That's how he ended it. How he started it, though. That was fire. In dark places, listen. Ben, listen. Hear me out, though. In dark places, I scrape lightning up.
I like that part. I know.
I make lightning. I break Titans. I break Titans. Talking about the Mount Rushmore.
That was fire.
Y'all see Sensei, nigga. I see slices. That was nice.
That was the nice part.
Because a Sensei, a kung fu master, you know them samurais be having them long sword slicing. You see a Sensei, I see him slice. What are you talking about? That was nice.
That wasn't a good.
Yeah, I think you playing that up. That wasn't.
Is you crazy?
Ain't this the same college student that was going noodles? Yeah, they brought in the study buddy to get two to the head.
Jabs.
That was fire. DME.
You heard Truth? I like the you throw jabs, but right first like a southpaw. I thought that was crazy.
See, I gotta get.
How do you guys remember this?
I like the when niggas sick. Bro, I watched this battle like 10 times. I like that when niggas sick, you call out. I make house calls. That was crazy.
Nice. That was
that was crazy. But I didn't like the way he ended it either. The whole weed, the pit bulls and the house dogs.
I liked it that. He ended it nice on that.
Nah.
He said, look, he say, I'm a standstill backflip nigga. Before you backflip, you have to round off. Silencer take the sound off. I never touched the surface. I pissed the ground off. What? I never touched the surface. I pissed the ground off.
Yeah, nah.
Tonight we separate the pit
bulls from the house.
That was crazy.
He didn't get no reaction for that. And I was like,
fam, that was crazy.
That was crazy. That was crazy. But again, he started off so slow, bro.
No, come on.
But what does piss the ground off mean?
A round off, you know how like when you finna flip and you got to get a running start and you do the cartwheel, that's called a round off, and you go into the flip after the cartwheel to give you more speed.
I didn't know that.
But he said, but you know, some people just can jump high so they could do it in one place without having to take off to get speed. They could just flip in one spot. You get what I'm saying?
It was things in this battle that wasn't necessarily
can I say
haymakers or punches. Hold on. It wasn't. It was some things in there that wasn't necessarily haymakers or punches, but like, for example, Verb before the battle was saying like, you know, Lux's resume is trash and it ain't lengthy or whatever. But in the battle, Lux said F who and how many. Some fights ain't meant to be fought. That's a simple line, but it's effective because it's like, dog, he don't have to fight everybody that you fought for his resume to mean some shit.
Mm-hmm.
It's like everything ain't got to be a haymaker, bruh. Some shit is small lines, and like people gloss over that shit and just like, oh well, it wasn't crazy or the crowd didn't react, so I don't need it. And I look at everything,
normal
bro.
ain't natural.
Right.
I know one thing. I know that like the reason why I had Verb losing that first round, I'm gonna tell you the reasons why I had. In the beginning, the first 8 bars, I feel like his storytelling, he does this a lot. He did this against Charlie Clips, and that's why I think Verb is lucky that this battle was in Texas, because in New York, them first 8 bars would have got him booed. He'd have got booed.
He kind of got booed here. He got booed here.
So he started off slow, right? He started off real slow. Then, of course, he picked up speed, and he had a lot of fire in there, but he had a lot of dry spots, a lot of made-up stuff, things that just wasn't hitting for me. So that's why.
And you don't think Lux had that, Ben?
Nah,
you don't think Lux had that? He had a lot of dry
Lux
spots.
had shit I didn't like. I didn't like the Molly Whopper Jr. shit. I didn't like that.
Oh, yeah, that was trash.
Molly went
I
got the line. He said he was the Burger King. And then he said, who would have knew that, what he said?
Ecstasy.
Food would have tasted this good until I Molly Whopper Jr. I got the bar. I just didn't fuck with it.
No, I know exactly what you're talking about. Yeah, that was trash. That was trash. But
I didn't like write down. I didn't really like the way. Bar.
I didn't really like the way Lux started off neither. I didn't really. The enough shit talk and the time to talk shots was about to be so dope, splitting home slice, ain't no cutting this thing, but you getting shots.
Hey, somebody's background's pretty bad.
Yeah, somebody. What about talked all that smack and they put your ass right back here in the Lions Den?
Oh,
that was fun.
I don't know how I forgot about.
Yeah, Smack put your ass right back in the Lions Den.
Hey, you know what? Hey, Battle Truth. You know why Ben going so hard right now? Think about it. Think about being a New Yorker right now. Let's walk down this.
Why do y'all always do that? Why do y'all make this?
Hold on,
because it is. I don't see how you don't think it is. It definitely is.
Hey, look. Let me tell you why Ben is holding on to this so tough, right? Okay, Mook loses to Verb. The Knicks get rid of Porzingis. Hold on now. The Knicks get Mook loses to Verb. The Knicks get rid of Porzingis. Then the Giants get rid of Odell Beckham. Then the Giants draft Daniel Jones from Duke. Then hold on, Truth. Then they in the draft lottery, they don't get Zion.
Right.
Now look.
They say hold the Anthony Davis trade up till we get
Battle Truth. Now Lux lose the Verb. Then Kevin Durant tear his whole Achilles right before he's supposed to come to New York. They going through it out there. They going through it. I feel y'all.
That shit depressed me.
They just shot dude from Boston Red Sox.
Yo.
And
Oh,
Smack
David,
doesn't even do battles.
I'm not from Boston.
When was the
I'm
last
not a
event in New York?
Red Sox fan.
What the hell? Yo.
When was the last time URL's been in New York?
Ben can't even go to events in New York no more because Smack don't go there no more. Ben is going through a lot, man.
Nah, that's a fact. He's killing me with this.
What's up with that, Ben? Why? What happened?
They going. Oh, actually,
been like 2 years. When was the last time?
Nah. I heard they got something big coming up in New York. I think it's the 10-year anniversary card they doing.
They burnt it out. That's why
10-year anniversary.
They burnt it out.
Okay,
it's cheaper.
They burnt New York out. That's why
it's cheaper to do it.
It's cheaper outside.
It's cheaper. I get it. It ain't
but
cheaper
still,
for me.
You can't just abandon it. Can't do that.
Smack is killing me. He's doing it in what was it? Charlotte, North Carolina. Like he's just doing it wherever now. Next is going to be Idaho.
Yeah, isn't that Smack double or what is it? Impact, Summer Impact? Is it in
Charlotte, North Carolina?
Charlotte,
I didn't even know that they had like a market like that.
That's the same place they did it last year.
I gotta say this, bro.
It was in North Carolina.
Say it, Fat Boy. Say it, Fat Boy. Say it, Fat Boy.
Say this, bro. Bruh. All right.
They love going to Florida.
Here we go. Okay, so New York. Are we all right? Are we saving somebody from a particular set of smoke from people in New York City? I don't want to say his name, bruh. Like, why we ducking New York? Why we ducking New York?
Who you talking about? Tay-Rock? Is that what you talking about?
Oh,
that's what I'm like. Why we ducking New York all of a sudden for months and months and months and months and months and months?
I don't know.
Are we saving somebody?
But
I don't think so. I don't think
Fat
so.
Boy got a lot of pettiness in him.
I don't think Tay-Rock.
I'm just asking legitimately.
I don't think it got nothing to do with that. I literally think that it got to do with the that he got events for less.
No, I also think he burnt out New York. That's why they started traveling. Because if you remember, they doing like 10 events a year, and they was all in New York. And you could oversaturate that thing because.
But is it because the venues cost way more in New York too?
Yeah,
gotta be.
Yeah. Oh, that's probably part of it too. I didn't even think about that. That's probably part of it.
Yeah, the whatchamacallits in New York. The insurance is like sky high. So like you got to put down like a crazy deposit.
Ever since the tax thing too, I think.
Can we? Yeah. All right, we had the Verb Lux discussion, man. Can we get to this? Let's get to some of the rest of. Let's get to some of the rest of the card. Let's address like Jackboy.
Bro, let me tell you something.
Let's get to that.
Oh man,
I've watched that battle 10 to 15 times. That's my favorite battle because I'm petty. I'm petty. All right. That's
let me say something real quick about that battle, right? While I was in it, I don't know if y'all seen the blog. John, I seen him backstage before he went on stage, right? He said, yo, Swayze, he was like, yo, he said, Beasley and them came up to me. They said that that Jackboy wants to do his third round band style. He wants to cut the lights out, and he wants one light on me. I told him, I said, listen, I was with Jackboy last night till 4 o'clock in the morning in the club, drinking. He's not prepared. Like he don't want, like, I'm like, it don't even matter what he do. He's like, yeah, I told him to do it. It's whatever. Like, the third round I got is crazy. That's why when Jackboy started stumbling and choking, I already knew, like, bro, you was with me at 4 o'clock in the morning. Like, you was at the home event with everybody else.
It sounded like he couldn't put two good sentences together in that third round. I didn't know what he was talking about.
The whole battle, he was bringing a lot of back.
The first round was light and trash. I don't see how they were saying he was cold in that first round.
I mean, he was getting reactions.
He had some stuff in that first round, though.
Man, let's be honest, man. Once John,
what about that
once John
that I shoot the brains out of? He said, what he said, that hitman thing that he said?
My bullet ain't came out him. That was dope.
You know, okay, guys know what he was doing in that first, right?
He loaded the bullets because they ain't came out him. That was
you know what he was doing in the first.
Yeah, but he had a line or two, but overall that was horrible. He kept talking about was John Mama.
Right, but what he was trying to do in Mama Don, what he was trying to do in the first was imitate John, who imitates other battlers. That was his whole
by stealing everybody else's.
Right. So when he's doing the reload, he was stealing John, stealing other battlers. That was his whole angle. And
so what did y'all think, like, as far as, like, all right, you've been running around bugging this man to battle. You trying to jump in other people's battles while they're rapping against him. And all you came out with was some Mama Don bars
Right.
And
And listen,
like
what
are
I
you
don't get is how you
serious?
got
John
all them
John's
goonies with
second
you.
round,
How you got Twerk on your
epic.
team and Twerk ain't tell you like, nah, that's not it. That's the whole reason that
Because
you
they
in the
probably
team.
thought it was fire. You know, he's telling, oh, yeah, that's going to hit.
I mean,
That's
it probably
gonna hit.
sounded better when he was sober too, to be honest.
Yeah, I don't know.
You know what? You know what I will say this though? You know what I will say? What I'm learning about like a lot of it's some of the up and comers I rock with, but all of the up and comers like doing this whole fuck the vets wave. Y'all
Leave
might
John
wanna
alone.
y'all not even just leave John alone. Y'all might just want to fucking be careful, bro.
Exactly.
Like this guy, like y'all might just like y'all gotta understand something, bro. A lot of y'all just don't get it. It's a difference in rapping in those band rooms or in these other little rooms versus a lot of y'all just have rhymes. Y'all, Jack is a prime example of somebody who's creative but has no idea how to format 3 rounds. He just writes what he thinks is good, which it is good a lot of times, but he doesn't know how to format the rounds properly and attack and angle. He doesn't know how to do that. He just writes shit. Like
And the Goonies have to stop. The Goonies have to stop when like John was rapping and they're constantly reacting and they're getting in their feelings. John's a vet. He's like, look at them, they mad. Would y'all stop crying? Stop crying. Made them look crazy. They do that every battle. They need to stop doing that because that's the whole point in battle rap. You get the other guys in your feelings.
I don't know if he's telling the truth, but when all that stuff was going down, Smack clearly kept saying it too. He said, nah, he said, yo, they can't come back. Like, I'm tired of this. They can't come back. Who knows if he's gonna keep his word or not on it?
Mm-hmm.
But and then he said it to Twerk too. And Twerk was like, yo, nah, Smack, I just jumped in the crowd to go get him. Like, I wasn't trying to go out there.
But I think,
my thing is this.
That's
My
why
thing
they got on air.
Go ahead,
and
Fatboy.
they went on Champion to make sure that it was clear to everybody that that's why they went in the crowd. It wasn't for no bullshit. I think that was smart on their part.
When they did that?
During the live feed.
Okay, got you.
Yeah, I know what you mean. But look,
you know what, bro? Let's touch this though. Ben Swayze, you flew from New York to Houston, Texas. Tony Bro flew from New York to Houston, Texas. Y'all wasn't the only people that got on planes to go out there.
Right.
If the people he jumped in the stands for, listen, man, maybe he jumped in the right people's face. If one of them niggas would have slapped him upside his head and they would have started fighting each other, event over. No Lux-Verb. Like we need to talk about the real stuff. Like, what are the repercussions?
Right.
Like, what needs to be done?
You got sponsors. You got Uber Eats, Walmart, all these people watching. That's the battle. And what are you doing running into the crowd? What are you, crazy? Like, you're crazy.
And then advertising gangbanging, talking about gang shit. What's up? What's up? Like, what?
But hold on. It's more to it than that. You got to factor in that John just wigged on him that whole second round.
Bro, this was worse than Joe and I disaster.
Hold on. None of his material is hitting. They're booing. Nobody knows what the hell. I mean, he just lost it, bro. That's a lot to have happen to you within the span of a few minutes. He just melted down, bro.
He felt the walls closing in on him.
I've never seen him melt down like that ever.
When John threw that chain, when John hit him with that, first off, when Tay-Rock grabbed the chain and started going crazy.
Yeah, that did it.
They got in their feelings about Tay-Rock. You saw him.
And then when John,
what's up with you? Why are you doing this? And he's like, man, fuck y'all, fuck the vets, right? That's what it is.
Yep.
That's what it is.
Exactly what
when
he
John
said.
and when John did the pay attention, I'm dropping jewels. It was over. It was done.
Wow.
It was done.
Bro, this was a
done.
perfect round, bro. Perfect.
Soon he pulled the chain out, it was done. Because Twerk tried to come grab the chain and smack him back like, man,
you ain't grabbing it. That's me. That's me.
I was trying to think of the last time we saw a round that crazy, like rock the building like that for the entire. That was insane, bro. That was insane.
I can only imagine
one round body bag.
I can only imagine being there for that.
I wanted to hear his third round, man. I was pissed.
Hey, in the comments, yo, I'm working on my 2 view. I'm saying a speech coach, okay? Y'all niggas chill out with my Baltimore accent. I keep seeing it pop up.
All right, so look,
I love y'all, man, but I'm working on that shit.
Fatboy, if you smack and you gotta assess the situation, how do you move forward with John, with the people around? I mean, with Jackboy, like, what do you do?
Honestly, I don't even want to give an opinion on that, bro. They grown men. They gonna sit down and work that out. I really don't even want to be one of the fans that's like trying to sit the man down for a year. Yo, he got kids. Yeah, he made a mistake. He got kids. He got a family to feed. I'm not gonna be one to take money out.
He got kids. You're right. You don't act like that in front of your kids.
You're
on
right.
live paper
I'm not even going to disagree.
ever. That's embarrassing.
I'm not
That's
gonna
going to be there
happens
forever.
But what happens is you have to send a message for everybody else.
Exactly.
Why, you know what I'm saying? And it's like, yeah, his behavior way out of pocket. You know what's crazy? He really hurt himself because I was surprised that Houston crowd even received him like that. They received him like he was a real star, and I was like,
But he had the crowd going crazy in the first.
And the thing
when
is,
he was even announced DME, I was like, oh, really? They like him now?
They were loving
This is
it.
the first-
but you know what?
I'm
What's so ridiculous about it is, regardless of if you think his first round was great or not or whatever, he had the crowd rocking in the first. You can't deny that. No, he had the crowd rocking before that, dancing, entertaining the crowd before the event started. So the thing is, even if he lost the battle, we all fans and we all talk about winning and losing and all that. But at the end of the day, that's not what this is about still, in all honesty. He was good enough in the first. He was entertaining enough to get called back. That's the name of the game now.
Drizzy, if he finished the battle.
He finished the battle, you could lose to John John. There's nothing.
Facts.
John John has beat many people. You could lose the battle, but if you're young and you're entertaining enough, they would have called him back. He just blew it.
Yep.
Damn.
He blew it, and he should have just came back on stage and then said time and let John John finish.
It really,
thing about
it really is
that
sad
was
because he gotta. You know what he got to go through to even get a call back on that? He probably got to do some more bands. He probably got to get a Born Legacy. But the main stage?
Man, he got to
and you guys think he set back a lot of these guys, though?
I had this conversation with Jack. I want to say yesterday morning. We talked about this.
Oh, you talked to him? You doing all right?
And I think his mental state on it has changed. He was still kind of in denial about some of the things when I spoke to him, but I think he's seeing. I think his head is a little more clear now, and he sees where he went wrong. But and I'd let it.
Drizzy, what was he in denial about? What do you mean? Like, what do you think
he just felt like his whole thing was, I get it. Y'all mad, I shouldn't jump in the stands, but I'm a man first, and people not going to disrespect me and call.
Never.
But and I just told him, bro, Verb and them was going. Everybody has been booed. Tay-Rock got booed in that same building last year.
Verb should have ran in the crowd every battle. Verb should have ran in the crowd every battle.
I was at Summer Madness where they was booing Verb before Hitman. They booed Verb during Hitman raps on Summer Madness too. So it was like, bro, you got to be a professional. You can't do that.
Let me tell you something real. It's
man.
not only that. That ignorance right there could have got a lot of people hurt, and I thank God it didn't happen because he could have incited a riot. Then when you mentioning gang slurs in a state that's not yours, y'all flew out there on planes. Now I don't know if y'all know this history. That's how T.I. best friend got killed. That same exact way. They was at a club in another state, doing what they doing, and they was at the after set. They got into it with some that was from that city.
Right.
T.I. wanted to come in, and instead of him making the problem better, he made it worse. The guys then waited till they came out, sprayed up their van. His guy got killed. His best friend got killed behind his action. Same thing with the Jackboy thing. You have to know that you are in another place. You have to know that this is not your city. These people who strangers to you, who you talking to, you have no idea who they are. When you are a performer and entertainer, you come to do a job. You're going to have hecklers in the crowd that's going to curse you out, say things to you, because everybody ain't there to see you. But being a professional, you have to know that it's another day at the job. You sweep it out and you just go home safe, and that's what you do. He didn't do that. He enticed that problem, made it worse, jump in the crowd, and then not even taking consideration of his team and guys, and also sacrifice them too at the same time of his ignorance. And a lot of people was dead and in prison behind making decisions like that without thinking and just jumping into things. And it's just a good thing that didn't happen. And I think one reason why it probably didn't happen like that is because Smack was on stage and Jay Prince was there to support him, and he really respected in that city. Him and his son.
And Twerk jumped in front of him.
That played a part in that.
That could have been bad, man. That could have ended bad.
That could have been bad, man.
If he jumped in the crowd like that in Detroit,
What happened?
Like, he jumped in the crowd like that in Chicago or Detroit, you not making it out. Like that ain't.
Oh yeah.
You're not.
When he did it though, I remember standing there. I'm like, yo, this is some real Malice in the Palace.
Yeah, he thought he was
Jackson on test.
Bro, I'm gonna be honest. When I was watching it, I was like, the first thing that came to my mind was like, bruh, we're not about to see Lux-Verb. I immediately thought,
that's what I was like. Oh, this shit is over, bro. It's over right now.
Yeah, I didn't think that
exactly what I thought.
Right.
Easily could have happened.
Too.
Oh, that's crazy.
No, you can't have no PG jacket.
Ben, how mad you would have been if you had to? Ben, how mad you would have been if you had to fly back to New York and didn't see Lux-Verb?
And all you saw was
no refund on that ticket.
Right.
Fam, I promise you that the same thing happened at that one battle in London when the Soul dude was battling the one dude. They was the first battle on the card, and they was finna fight. Smack was like, hell no, y'all ain't gonna mess up my event. Y'all some nobodies. What? That's the same thing.
You guys,
I'm like, Jackboy. I thought just like you, Drizzy. No PG finna mess up this event. Man, you ain't even put in enough work to even be considered. You know what I'm saying?
You guys think that Jackboy set the rookies back?
Even messing an event up.
That's a great question, DME. Yo, Ben, do you think Jackboy set the rookies back by doing this?
Yep. A lot.
Yeah, he did.
How?
He did.
A lot.
Good question. He did.
The reason why I think is because not only just let's just for 1 second take out the fact that that happened, the whole jumping in the crowd part. Just performance wise, they just stick to the battle, right?
Right.
It was the levels, the gap was so big. And Jackboy is supposed to be one of the leaders of that rookie class. Not of the rookie class, but of the up and comers. You know what I'm saying? Like, you got Swamp, you got Ace Amin, you got Your Honor, you got all these dudes that's on band legacy. But Jackboy is the king of band. He's the king of all the up and comers. And he can't even make it debatable. Like, he can't even get through a third round.
I don't feel like that's a clear level. It was a clear.
Though. No, go ahead, Fatboy.
I don't feel like that's a fan. All right, so maybe it's just me. A lot of what Jack be saying, that shit need to come with an instruction manual. Some of the stuff he be saying, I be like, bro. And it's like, if you in the crowd, and you even said that the speakers was muffled. So you gotta imagine you in the crowd, you can't have hair, and everything he say ain't crystal clear. Yeah, it's gonna be a way bigger level of separation between what John is doing and what Jack is doing. If you're not catching the material, and we sitting at home watching it, I hear it crystal clear, and I'm like, okay, I'm catching some of this, but in some of this, I'm just like, Jack, I don't know what you talking about, bro.
People were heckling him because the lights went out and he was doing the band angle. It was his fault. They were like, what is going on? So people started talking and heckling.
But
I didn't know why
that was a mistake.
No, it wasn't a mistake. Think about that. If that was a mistake, Smack would have been like, hold on. Turn these lights back on.
Smack was about to, and then someone nudged him.
It wasn't a mistake.
This was a bad situation.
Jack also confirmed, it was not a mistake.
No.
But he did say, that
they did it wrong, probably.
They did it wrong. The lights was cut off at the wrong part of the round, and he felt like they botched his round.
He should have been like, welcome to my world. And then the lights go down.
Exactly. That would have been
No, check this out. So I'm watching this, right? And as the lights look like that, I'm like, damn, this would be a perfect time to freestyle that or do something crazy in reference to the lights. This is what I start thinking right after that. Jackboy had a line versus Fettuccine 20 where he said, bow, blow out the street lights. Had he done that and reference blowing the lights out, the crowd would have erupted.
You gotta have that
that's a line that they know
about. But you know what, Fatboy? That goes back to what I said in the beginning. He has no idea about formatting. He didn't even introduce us to what was about to happen.
Exactly.
That's what I'm saying. It's formatting, bro. It's not the ability to write a punchline or a gun bar. He doesn't know how to format the material, man.
That's crazy.
But Drizzy, if he said they did it too soon, then that's not his fault.
Right.
That's his fault. You know why?
When was he supposed to do it according to Jackboy? Took his shirt off?
You know by the time they
taking chances like that.
Ben, by the time they cut the lights off, he was already like 2 minutes in. How long was you gonna wait to get to it?
Facts.
Was he saying when he took his shirt off? Because that was like almost towards the end.
He should have started the whole round off right out the gate. Like, let's take it band style. And then the lights
First
go
of all,
out.
you can't do that in a big crowd. It's not
No,
going to hit.
hold on. Hear me out. Because if you set the crowd up mentally and say that to them, you can turn the lights out. If you try to get somebody to orchestrate the lights a minute into your round who don't know shit about battle rap, they ain't gonna know one bow bar from the next bow bar, and then you turn the lights out. Like, how the fuck are they supposed to know? You do it right in the beginning, so it ain't no mistaking. When he say this, turn the light out, and then you go into the round.
Do you guys think that that John should have done his third, like kept Jack on stage, where you guys?
Nah, man.
He couldn't keep him on stage.
He should do
Jack
it now.
ran out the back. He ran out the back of the building.
Right. But
My understanding,
let's say he didn't run off.
He
the
left
back.
the entire bit. He left the entire venue.
But let's say he just went back on stage and called time. Would he been?
Oh no, Jack would have. Nah, Jack was tight too. I mean, John was tight too. He said, "Yo, don't let these dudes come back."
Yeah, he kept saying he was funny during that.
I'm petty. I still want that third. I don't.
I wanted. He kept saying you didn't want that third to come out. You don't want that third to come out.
I still want.
It's funny you said that because I actually just did a blog, just released it saying that he should put that third round out like Lux did when he didn't get to do his second round. That's what I said.
He said he won't though on Twitter.
But he should. But here's the thing though, DME and blog.
I agree. He should though.
He should, especially since they got the URL app now. And if
nice little.
I paid you for 3 rounds. You get what I'm saying?
Exactly.
I paid you for 3 rounds. So no matter what Jackboy did, give me my 3 rounds I paid for.
Nah,
put it on the app to the people.
It'd be like an exclusive app thing.
I think
give me my 1 round. Look, I paid you for 3 rounds, fam. It's just like me. I'm telling you how I be. If I paid John for 3 rounds, and Jackboy did that, I'm talking to him on some real stuff. Like, fam, I got the app going on. Just give me the 3rd round in a nice little set in the sun, like we be doing in the Smack Volume setting. However, I'm gonna put it on the app.
But it's still up to John to do it though. Like, just because you say you owe me a round, I don't mean I gotta do it. I ain't mess up your thing.
I mean, all right. So John.
But why wouldn't he though? See,
John is a vet battle rapper. If he say that the material not going to hit the same, then I trust his word. That putting it on a video like that is not going to hit the same because that's what he said. So I'm willing to.
But you know what though? Let me ask y'all this: do y'all think? Okay, the idea of like growing like a Jackboy level battler, you put them on the main stage. Do y'all think they should do it? Because like what happened tonight is not what happened at that event was not what you are.
I'm gonna tell you what they should do.
They're not. Hold on. They're not trying to.
I think Tony Bro's bugging with that.
They're not trying to build these niggas up to get them on one main stage versus a vet and them get smoked. That's not what URL want. Do y'all think rather than a Jackboy battling a John to open up Nome, should it be like how it was Loso versus Scotty, like 2 up-and-comers to open up?
It should be the beginning, the first battle for every main stage should be 2 up-and-comers.
But why Nome? Nome is night of main events. Why don't we leave Nome alone?
I wouldn't do that. I don't want to see that.
I don't like that.
I'm gonna tell y'all what. Before y'all say why y'all don't like it. Before y'all say why y'all don't like it, let me tell you why I think they should do that. It gives them a chance to not only get the feeling of a big stage, and get the let them learn from whatever mistakes they can make against another up and comer, than just throwing them out against somebody crazy that's going to kill them. That's
what they could do, man.
No, because what happens, it go back to what we just got through complaining about by them not being ready. Why would you put them on the main stage?
But if they battling each
other, they'll be able to hang.
No, but it's still the setting.
They should make that exclusive for the app.
Two things,
putting it in the setting of reward.
2 things,
that's
bro.
the purpose. You got to build up to that, man.
I'm not paying no $50 for you to slide me a PG battle in the beginning. We're not doing that. We're not doing that. And then secondly, it's veteran female battle rappers that I'd rather watch than watch some PG battle at the beginning of the event. I'd rather see E Hart versus somebody than to watch Jackboy versus Jerry West to start this paper. I'm not doing that, bro.
It reminded me of Chef Trez and Shotgun Suge on that resolution card. I did not like that announcement. I'm like, I don't like that announcement.
I do think it's a good way to get more exposure. All right, I'm thinking about it like this, right? From a URL's perspective, and I'm trying to build the swamps the Ace I means, right? So let's say there's a line. Jackboy was first. Let's say Jackboy was first in line. He did bad, so we not doing a rookie versus a vet on the main stage no more. We're going to take our top 2 young dudes, right? They're going to open up. So let's say Swamp and Ace Amin open up, right? They do good. Whoever do better, you open up for the next big card, and then whoever's next in line gets lifted up to battle you on. To
Right,
open
it
up
gotta
on
The
be
risk in
some
that,
type of order.
Drizzy.
It has
The
to be
risk
some ranking.
Bro, but
can't-
I'm thinking about this though, DME. The app is not big enough for them to get bigger yet. Like,
Right.
No, you're
how
right,
is
but
Ace
the
Amin
risk in
gonna
doing
get bigger
that
right now?
is the first battle sets the tone, and if the first battle's trash, that could.
It's never gonna be trash.
It's
The
never
first
gonna be
battle's
trash
never
because
gonna
the
be
first
trash.
they
The
just want to
energy
hear
is always
something.
on 100.
It's never gonna be trash. Ah.
The energy's always on 100.
All right,
I take that back. You're right.
It,
It's not
it
trash.
will. I don't know what you talking about.
this my problem with that
energy
though,
on
right?
100.
There's a process,
for
man.
them.
There's a process. You're supposed to earn that main spot. It's supposed to
Right.
mean something to make that main stage. We babying them by
That's a
saying, well,
fact.
let's
That's a
give
fact.
them a spot in the beginning. Like, nah. If you look, Twerk had to earn it to get that shit. You gotta earn that shit. You want to be on the main stage, perform main stage quality. That's not URL's fault that
But
you
at
don't
the
got your
same-
shit together.
But at
I'm
the
gonna
same
keep
time,
it real too, man. When I'm
Go
building up to watch these battles on pay-per-view, I be geeked up like, okay, the battle
Let's go,
today,
right.
you know.
Mhm.
And I don't want to sit there and it be like, no disrespect. I'm gonna say this. Sometimes Red Breed Entertainment battles start out like that with them. I don't be
that's
watching
a
that
fact.
stuff.
I don't be
like,
watching
no,
none of those.
That's what I'm
None
saying.
of those ground zero, whatever they call. I don't be watching none of them. One
Yeah.
SKs. I don't watch
I
none of
haven't
that.
watched
shit.
Yeah.
one yet.
It's
Right,
hard.
I'd be
It's
like,
hard.
get to the names. Get to the names. That's-
I let Tony Bro let me know about that. I ain't watching that shit.
I'm still
Right, I
fixing-
can't
I'm
do it,
still
man. Look,
fixing
and
drinks and cooking
and that's
and
how I
shit.
was. I was fired up for this card because every battle on it, I wanted to see from beginning to end. Like, okay, Jackboy, John, that's gonna be a cold. They got a grudge match, a rivalry. Let's go.
Right.
So I was ready out the gate. But if you put one of them dudes on there, man, I ain't trying to see that trash. Look, you know what's funny?
Let 'em
Hey,
get lit,
let me tell you
Drizzy.
something crazy.
Let them get lit.
Battle rap rankings was like, okay, Truth, you got the URL app? I said, yeah. He said, oh, so you finna watch all the band legacy battles and stuff since you, I say, no, I'm not. He said, what you mean? You paid for it. You don't want to watch the battles you paid for? I say, I'm watching the names. Every star I would
Bro,
watch.
I haven't even opened that app up since. Got it.
I'm not even gonna lie. I'm just saying I only watch the battles I care about.
I watched.
Yeah,
I ain't watched every battle, but I watched a lot of them. I tried. I
watched
just
the ones I
tried to
wanna
watch
see.
a lot.
Yeah, I watched a few of them, but not.
Like,
all.
I ain't
So-
watched
so
Big
should
Head
they-
yet.
It's
I ain't watched Big Head
$8.
yet. I watched a lot of them though. I ain't gonna lie. I watched Young Grizz versus Cuban.
Nope.
It's just hard to get through all those battles, man.
I got to really be bored to watch one of them. Or somebody got to tell me like, or I got to
This
see it on the
is-
Right.
internet like, man, that's fire. That's fire. Other than that, I can't go looking. I'm trying to build myself up right now to do the what they just released, the Chilla Jones and somebody
It
else.
seems.
Chilla
I
bodied
heard
him.
Steve
It was a
Even
bad
though I
one.
know
body,
that,
I
even though
got
I
no
know that
interest in-
Chilla my guy, I like watching Chilla,
Oh, yeah,
Killer.
yeah. You
But
watching-
I ain't even dabbed into that yet. You know what I'm saying?
Nah, I'm good on that one.
Hey Ben, you
But
had
do
Suge
y'all
beating
think
Pat
they
Stay.
Yeah, I had Suge winning the first and the third.
Wow,
Oh.
you're the only
Come
one
on,
I've heard.
Ben.
No way.
The only
I
one.
did.
I had Pat
I
Stay
thought
three zip.
Suge
But
took
Suge
some
was
great
very
angles.
good. Suge
I
was
agree with
very
Battle
good.
Truth. Suge was very good at Pat Stay.
all
3.
three rounds he was
But
good,
he
but I got
lost.
Pat
He was
Stay
good, but he
3 zip.
lost.
Yeah, but he put up a fight though. He did.
I like the angles
Yeah,
that
it was a
Suge
good-
took. I know. Listen, I know.
And I like
it
the
might be
angle
going out.
Pat Stay had going
we all-
against him.
I like
And we
the,
all
I like the,
know
I like the
Suge
racist
took that
angle.
rebuttal. We
I
saw
like
him.
the
We saw
racist
him
angle. I
whisper.
like the judge angle. I like the pedophile angle. And
Man,
because it
look,
was hitting.
Pat Stay, let me tell you
What?
something. Pat Stay sarcasm,
Pause.
Pat K start. Look, Pat Stay
I thought that was a good way to command
sarcasm.
though. Like, nigga, you be fucking like you out here acting crazy, nigga. Like, I ain't gonna
Fam,
repeat it because that sound crazy.
Hey,
But you know what I
man,
mean. Fuck.
Nah,
Pat Stay sarcasm is gold.
Yeah.
The way he like, what's your life like? Man, don't you make like $10,000 a day
That
through all
was
those
great.
days? I
That was
think
the
it's
second
pretty
round.
damn good. You ask me.
That was the second round. I gave him the second round. I gave him the
hold
second
on, but
round.
this is
I'm
the
proud of
First
you.
round, he had
the
too many dry
problem
spots.
is the problem was this though.
Dry spot.
Pat Stay can do everything Suge can do and better. That was Suge's battle, the uphill battle coming into this shit. He can out rap Suge, he can outperform Suge. He just had him beat coming into this shit. I didn't see how he was. That's why I said he had to take the same approach he took versus Nitty. You're gonna have to do something that Pat Stay can't account for, and you're gonna have to outbar him. You're gonna have to go lyrical with this shit and do something like that, because everything else he gonna beat you on.
Man, I ain't think Arsenal was gonna get done like
Controversy time in that battle.
Mm-hmm.
Did Twerk give Suge that?
Hell
rebuttal?
yeah.
Yes, he did. Thank you.
I
You're the
think
first
he
person
did,
I've
too.
seen even talk about that.
I just
Wait,
said
say
it.
what now?
Twerk gave him the rebuttal.
Yeah, he whispered to him in his ear
believe that.
right before he did it.
Yep.
And it wasn't that
Right.
fire. It was all right.
But then the
Yup.
stupid part was he played into his hands because that's what he wanted him to do, and then he said something right back about that shit, made a joke out of it. So it backfired. Trying to do the rebuttal backfired.
That's crazy.
So do y'all take a like should that be a real violation if he just gave you the bar on stage?
But there's no way of telling. So like, unless they just admit it.
I mean, if you losing, I could care less. It didn't help you, so what the
It
fuck?
wasn't like the craziest rebuttal either. It was simple.
Yeah, like it don't matter.
All right,
No, but he
let's
wasn't
let's
Y'all
get to
gotta
it.
stop with this because he wasn't really losing like that.
No, it was good,
Suge
though.
did good. It was look. Pat Stay was clowning, and he's funny. It's hard
What
to
you-
stay on Pat Stay.
What you about to say, Truth?
More
go ahead, Truth.
controversy. I definitely want to hear y'all remedy on it. Why come Av cannot arrive back to where he was years ago? One of the most talked about, most feared.
Why do I
Having
keep hearing that why do they keep saying he stole bars during this battle too?
They
I didn't hear that.
stole
Is that
something
true?
again?
Okay,
Yeah,
can I
y'all
say
said
something
Drizzy.
about this? Can I, dog, come on, man.
I heard Geechee was stealing bars.
So we can go to every single battle and pick a bar that somebody's saying from another battle. Every battle is gonna say, "Oh, this person stole this." Dog, this is battle
Especially
rap.
punches.
People say a lot of the same shit all the time.
Not
It's
like
weird
that.
to me.
It's
It's
not
weird
like
to me
that,
because
though, bro.
Av is so
Not like
good.
that. Not like that.
Av is so good. Av is so good. I don't see why he would need.
He would need to.
Yeah, I don't
Right,
think
but why would he have to or
intentionally
need
did any
to?
of that shit.
Man, Verb and Hitman them never be called out on that type of stuff. Never be called out on that stuff. Ever.
Bruh, we just sat here and said he had a Doctor Strange bar. Didn't Goods just have a Doctor Strange
No,
bar?
having
But
a
it wasn't-
Doctor
it wasn't the
Strange
same
bar
at
and
all.
Stealing a Doctor Strange
There was
bar is
5
not
ways
wrong.
Hold
bars.
on, I'm trying to establish the fact that every battle people say stuff referencing the same shit, and everybody can come out and say, "Oh, but you took this bar, so that's stealing." Like, fam, that's not fucking stealing.
No,
This
but
is the
what they
culture we
calling
in,
them
bro.
out on, bro, they are verbatim, word for word, taking the same way these people is saying it. And because what's crazy in this battle rap community, they put the clips up and play them back to back.
What killed
All
Av
right,
is
Fatboy,
iron
Fatboy,
like
okay,
what you think?
iron low like
What,
a
what
needle.
about
so
the
tell
iron?
me-
That's the
Yeah,
one.
iron
Okay,
low.
That's
I'm
terrible.
gonna explain that.
Okay, I'm glad you brought that
Or
up. Okay,
the one
hold
he
on.
did.
Can't explain that.
Hold on,
the,
Truth.
The
Hold on, Truth.
seasoning salt noodle pack, and then
Hold on.
Granddaddy Perp said
Now,
it.
what I'm about to say, I'm not about to try to defend Av using that. I'm not going to try to defend it. I'm asking y'all a question. Do you think that Av would, on that stage, this nigga Verb used this on the biggest platform in battle rap? Do you think Av is that stupid to take the bar and just repeat it? That don't even make sense. I have no
It
idea
makes a
why
lot
y'all
of
think
sense because
Yeah,
he
but how
did
does he
it.
do
You know,
that?
look,
That makes no
I don't think he
sense.
did it.
Big
I don't
boy,
think
big
he
boy, listen,
Really?
big boy. You just buried Av saying that because you know what Av said when he was asked that, and you just said the biggest battle on the biggest stage where he used that, it wouldn't make no
Right.
sense. Do you know what Av said?
What he said?
He said he never saw that battle before.
Oh wow.
Maybe he didn't.
It's in the
No
trailers.
such thing. No, listen, fam. First of all, no, you was not finna be
I'm
a
not-
battle rapper.
I'm
and
not
this is
defending
your
him.
profession.
I'm saying maybe he didn't. Anything is fucking
fam,
possible.
no,
Maybe he
no.
didn't fucking see it.
No,
That's tough.
no.
Okay, regardless
No.
if he did it or not, that's a tough one.
No,
Well, you can't.
come on. No.
Whether it was
no.
on purpose or not.
Hey,
like,
hey, DME,
Yeah.
can you not be a hater for once and give Surface credit? He showed up with 3 rounds.
I got surf
Huh?
winning.
And he won. I got him
Wow.
winning.
I got surf winning. I'm not a surf hater. My
Can
surf
we talk
hater.
about
I got
Geechee
him.
Gotti using surf as a... Can we talk about
Y'all wanna
Geechee
know what's
using
crazy?
surf as a
I
fucking
had
rocket
y'all
socking robot, bro?
y'all didn't even answer the question though, bro.
What was the question?
Can Av get back to where he
No.
was 2 years ago? Because you know what's crazy?
He's where
He's
he's at.
smoking people
He
and
had-
he winning,
He
but
had
the
performance
battle.
of the night.
But listen. No, he didn't have performance of the night.
Who had a better
Here's
performance than
my-
that?
I like Pat Stay better.
Pat Stay was better than him.
Oh, get out of here.
Yes,
Get
he
outta here.
was.
No, he wasn't.
I thought Surf was better.
No,
Wise.
he wasn't.
John
Listen, I know
John was.
everybody.
I like John John.
John,
See, the thing about Av, he don't have performance. He
But
got
he had
bars.
performance that battle.
Oh my gosh.
Okay, Battle Truth.
He's getting better. He's getting better.
Battle Truth.
Look,
Do you know?
hit or
Do you
miss.
know that Av is damn near undefeated in every round this year?
No,
I don't know that.
That's
What
a
is it?
lie.
He ain't. What round he lost this
That's a
year?
lie.
What's his battles? Oh.
That's a lie.
What's his battles? I don't even know what his battles are, to be honest.
Av battled.
Av
battled JC. Wasn't that this year? It was JC,
Glue Easy,
Glue Easy, and this battle. He 30 arts.
Him and Glue Easy was fire. Him and Glue.
Didn't he 30 JC?
I don't think he 30 JC.
I don't remember that battle.
Even still, that's 8 rounds won and 1 loss. Av is on fire right now.
8 round what?
8 rounds he won and he lost 1 to JC if you gave JC a round.
Right, but this is the reason why I asked that question. This is why I asked that question. Because I know he winning. I know he on fire. But why is it the battle rap community just don't care? Why they don't talk about him? Why?
They care.
No, they don't. No, they don't.
Yeah, they do.
No, fam.
They really don't, Ben. I don't think
they don't, Ben.
When I talk about Av on my lives, nobody cares. Nobody cares.
Nobody cares.
After that Arsenal battle, everybody was talking about how fire Av was.
No, but we know that. But I'm telling you, when it comes,
even Verb said that he ready to battle him. Even Verb said,
I saw that. But what I'm telling you,
everybody looking at Av right now.
Ben, no, that's not true. You talking about the center core people of his natural surrounding. I'm talking about the battle rap community as a whole. Do not care. Neither do they mention him like he was mentioned 2 years ago.
Okay,
that's all people talking about.
I got an answer.
2 years ago. Hold on, one big boy. I just want to get this last part out. Hold on. Let me just get this last part out. 2 years ago, before Twerk was popping, it was Av. Av was the man that everybody talked about, was feared. He was getting all the exposure, everything. Once he was exposed on that stealing thing, it hurt him so bad. People don't talk about him, bring him up, or even care no more.
Right. That was part of my answer. That was part of my answer. But the other part is this win versus Ars. I ain't gonna lie, it ain't really do shit for me. Like, okay, you beat Ars. Ars is in and out of battle rap. Then they're like, who cares? You beat Ars. I didn't give a shit. It was obviously the battle on the card that everybody.
It's not that he beat Ars; it's how he beat him. It was a breaks off.
That you know why that don't count,
beat him, but it didn't really mean shit to me.
But Ben, this is what I'm finna say too, Ben. You know why that don't count? Because a lot of people beat Ars like that. You know
Ars been using the same angle for the last 3 battles. What's wrong with him? What's going on?
Do you know how many times Arsenal been bodied? Like really? Is we talking about this?
He gotta beat somebody we give a shit about.
Who got bodied by T-Top? Yeah, I saw T-Top treat him. Yeah, I saw T-Top treat him.
It was a one-rounder.
Ross thing treat him. We saw
Stadium.
Arsenal give up a lot of battles, man. Let's just keep it real. Arsenal get up a lot of battles. So, like Big Boy said, when Av beat Arsenal, I knew Av was gonna beat Arsenal because Arsenal do a lot of filler. Av is consistent from beginning to end with nothing but crazy bars. So I knew in order for Arsenal to beat Av, he gonna have to have no filler and come punching all 3 rounds with no dry spots, and that's gonna be rare. That's gonna be rare for him.
Twerk wants to battle Av. If he smoke, which I don't think is gonna happen, but if he smoked Twerk, I think people would give a shit about that. He got to be somebody we give a fuck about.
Yeah.
Once he do that, it'll be different.
Av in that battle. I really would go with Av in that battle. Hey,
I ain't gonna lie. Right now, it's hard for me to pick anybody to Twerk, bro. I'm not gonna lie to you.
Yeah,
it's hard.
It's hard to
do what?
What are you talking about?
Av over Twerk.
Anybody to beat Twerk. Twerk never wins, man. What
he showed don't.
Y'all want to hear something funny? Y'all want to hear something funny?
I said it's hard for me to pick somebody over Twerk.
Y'all want to hear something funny?
Everybody
Twerk lost on Saturday. You heard?
I'm keeping it real. I pick everybody over him. Because
Twerk lost on Saturday.
Oh, he did? He lost that battle?
He lost to Beretta Blaze.
What'd he do? Jersey out or choke?
Nope. He had a 4 round. She was just spazzing on him.
A girl?
Or she spazzed on him.
Bro, I heard he jerseyed in that battle. Am I right?
He didn't jersey.
That's what I heard.
Right behind him.
Okay.
He didn't jersey.
He got through it all?
I spoke to him afterwards. I said, yo, you know what's crazy? I was like, yo, she just raps off and ain't nobody gonna care. And he agreed. He
was
like,
a girl?
I'm so sick of these little battles that he be doing, man. It's ridiculous, man. I just watched Jackboy battle a guy named El. The worst battle I've ever seen in my life on Gates of the Garden.
And it was a girl?
Yeah, Beretta Blaze.
I got no interest in
Twerk
watching that shit anyway.
He lost the Beretta Blaze on that whole.
Oh my
I can't
God.
tell you the last small battle that
Is
Twerk
she
had that I
ugly?
actually watched. I don't watch any of them.
I've seen them all, fat boy.
Is she
I don't
ugly?
watch them.
Is she ugly?
She look like, I mean, she like one of them dude chicks. I don't know what they like to be called.
All right. Did anybody have Geechee winning?
It's Shim.
My bad.
No, I had Surf winning in the building,
Okay.
but I watched it. I watched the
It's
rewatch
close.
twice.
But
And every time I
It
keep
wasn't
watching
close
it,
to me.
every
You don't
time I
think
keep watching it,
Geechee fucking
I got
snapped.
Surf
that
three.
first round keep getting closer and
I don't
closer.
have a reason, but
I
don't
thought
know.
Geechee was real light. I thought Geechee was real light.
I thought
It's
Geechee was
very light.
fire. I thought he was fire that whole battle.
I thought his
It's
first
getting
round was
closer, though.
fire.
It's getting
I thought it was
closer.
light.
Surf ain't win
I
that
see
first
why.
round clearly.
No, yeah, I agree, Ben. But that third, I thought I only watched the battle twice, maybe. But that third round with Geechee, I felt like it wasn't. Third rounds.
But he won the third.
He won the third to you?
Yeah.
Never.
I had Surf winning the first two. So if you got Geechee losing
See,
the
I
third,
had
then you got
Geechee maybe edging the
Right.
first and losing the second, third.
Right.
Wait, you got Geechee getting 30?
No. I had Geechee winning the first and losing the second.
So you got him losing the second and the third.
Yeah, but I said, I gotta watch it again. Oh,
Yeah.
I
I
haven't
didn't watch
watched
that
it
many
since the
times.
night it happened. I thought.
Now I watched.
I just felt like his third was kind of light, man. I don't know.
So you think it's that DME? Let me ask you. You think it's the effect? You think it's that
I think he
third
just-
round effect is finally wearing off?
I just think we've seen so much of him, and he expect such a high
Yeah.
level
That's what
that-
it felt like too.
that it's like, all right, Geechee, and I just seen him destroy Head Eye. I just seen him destroy, well, not destroy, a great battle against Chess, right? And then it's like, and then I heard better material in that battle than I did this one. At least his third round. I loved his first round, but man, Surf, it was good to see Surf with 3 rounds. Like finally.
Let me
Like,
ask
what
y'all a question.
Yeah.
Let me ask y'all a question. Did y'all watch that JC versus Mike P battle?
Yeah, I watched it.
Why they doing that to JC right now?
What are they
What
doing?
you mean?
Well, he got Glue Easy next. It's like he's moving down in the rankings.
Oh, right.
No, this isn't. No, URL ain't doing
Yeah.
shit. JC did this. JC took a
Right.
lot of big name battles early, and it ain't a lot of names.
But
like,
he did good last year. He had a great
But
2008.
who do you?
B-Dot.
Okay, but who do you give him though? Like, who do you give him? Who isn't booked? Exactly, that's my point. So it's like you go all the way down and you battle at the bottom, or you go straight to the top and battle Lux. Like, who's in between?
Nah,
You
there's
battle
people for him to
Trez.
battle.
You
There's people for him to
battle
battle.
Trez. Like he battled names in the mid realm. So like, where do you go from there?
Has he battled Surf yet? Remember.
Surf
Surf
ain't
not
taking
battling
that
him.
battle. Surf
JC
is not
battling.
taking that battle.
I'm hearing Surf and John
He
John.
should battle. He
You guys
should
wanna
battle
see-
Cortez.
I'd like to see
been-
that though. Surf and John John.
I've been asked for that.
Yeah.
I ain't mad
It's
at
about time. Well, one thing, Surf can't play John like he been playing him before he went to jail because John reinvented. So and what's crazy about John reinvented himself, for the first time in his career, he's actually a fan favorite. You know how long it took them to like him? They hated him.
That's true.
He couldn't
That's
even
a
get
fact.
no love in his own city.
It was beating Hollow. It was, and then in battle. But man, if he could have beat Twerk, then wow, that would have been something.
Who?
John John. If he
John
beat Twerk,
John? Yeah,
If he
John
would-
John was petty. He should have let them get their little bars off.
yeah, I think so.
That's crazy, man. Who else battle? Oh, K-Shine and Rum Nitty.
This battle.
Man,
K-Shine
K-Shine is
murder.
K-Shine is dangerous.
Sean ain't playing no games, fam. Deaf. Everybody
Remember,
stepping in the ring with him deaf.
DME, I couldn't wait to
That
speak to
battle
you.
was fire.
Deaf.
DME, what you think about that K-Shine versus Hollow? Trying to set it up.
Hollow dead.
Hollow dead.
Okay, guys. Well, anyways, listen, we got the beloved Dons against gun titles. We're not worried about K-Shine right now. But
Gun
as
Titles
far
is
as that
gonna
battle
kill
goes,
him. Gun Titles is gonna kill him.
okay, we'll see.
Yeah,
They gonna
I ain't
kill
like
him.
what I saw. I'm gonna keep it real. I ain't like what I saw on that body.
That was a
they come
movie.
like
Nobody
that, they
cares.
dead.
That's not how.
I can't wait for 3 rounds.
Yeah.
Just for Lux even making it debatable, I can't wait to see 3 rounds of tape.
But why are we acting like gun titles wasn't like mediocre the second time?
He gonna tell him for 3 rounds how he gonna
But they
do
didn't
it.
give a
They
shit.
really all that crap.
How do you not give a shit? How?
You already beat him.
So what?
I
What do
mean,
you mean?
I mean, in professionalism, you're supposed to give a shit. I get your point.
I don't think they were
same
trash because they didn't give a shit. I just think they didn't. They weren't good
already
enough.
beat who?
They're talking about gun titles and
It was
DNA.
only one round.
Exactly, Battle Truth. Thank you, Battle Truth. They didn't.
It was. They
destroy
got
them.
2 rounds off.
Yeah, but only the first
value.
round was
No,
good.
it was shock value. That was mostly shock value. That's why after the shock value was over, NWX put the fire on them, man.
Well, that's with anything, though. That's with anything. If I seen this before, it's gonna be the same way with Lux and Hollow. Watch when Lux and Hollow mention Surf and Rock ain't gonna have shock value. It's gonna be Lux and Hollow.
That first round.
That I agree with. That part I agree with. Yeah.
Well, we'll see. The problem I'm having with them is that they don't live by each other. So I don't know how they're gonna, do their rounds. I'm pretty sure Surf and Rock can hang out with each other and write their rhymes together. But what are Lux and Hollow gonna do? They're gonna meet up one day on a weekend.
They got paid. They will make it work.
All right, they're gonna FaceTime each other. Like, what are they gonna do?
They're gonna have to do something.
More controversy, y'all. Are y'all tired of Rock interfering in these battles?
I loved him against John and Jackboy.
Yeah, that was good. Look, that was the only time he was good when he came out on the John.
That was good. Yeah,
that was the only time that was good. Other than that,
yeah, he's doing a little too much.
I don't know. I'm kind of used to it now.
Are you?
No, not on every battle. He on every
battle, yeah.
Battle, man.
Yeah.
Like, dang.
He was actually kind of light for the Surf Geechee battle. He didn't do too much, did he? He was there, but he wasn't getting that. He was more invested in the Jackboy battle.
You know why? You know why?
It was sauce.
It was a lot. I'm talking about a lot. It was a lot of Crips in there.
What does that mean?
I mean, man, leave it alone.
He was scared of the Crips?
You know, it was that, they was having a conversation. Surf and Geechee, they need the ad-libs for nobody. It was let them two talk.
That's the fact, yeah.
Yeah, they was going off.
That was a good battle, though,
man. Me one of them Walmart chains. I ain't even gonna lie. I'm finna give me a Walmart.
They was kind of clean, huh, Truth?
Yeah, I'm finna win in the battle.
They said Jackboy ran into the crowd to get his chain. That was what.
Yo, that's crazy.
Hey, did Jay Black put the chain on? That was horrible, man.
Yeah, when I seen Black with the chain, I was like, Black, please take that off before you get beat up.
That's
please take that.
Oh, they found who caught the chain? Jack.
Oh no. I don't know who caught it, but somebody gave it to Jay Black.
Oh wow!
Whoever
caught it didn't even want to keep it. There it is.
You know it's bad, bro. You know it's bad in the bad in the battle in the show at a show when one of the stars throws something and don't nobody want to keep it, not even for a souvenir. That's bad. Usually people keep it like, oh yeah, this was Jackboy.
They be fighting over T-shirts, headbands.
Right.
Yeah, they didn't want the chain, man.
Hey, I promise you, you know what it reminded me of? Do you remember when Hollow was battling Rock and he took his hat off and threw it in the crowd?
They threw it back?
Then they took it and threw it back at him.
Yeah, they told him. But he had a backup.
Right, but they threw his other one back.
They threw it back.
They spent more money on drinks than that chain, man. Trust me, they don't need that shit.
No, but I'm saying people sometimes just keep it for a souvenir. Just knowing this the chain, because you got that footage forever. So it's like, this the chain he threw in the Nome 9 event. They didn't even want to keep that. Because to me, if I'm there, I keep it. Just for a souvenir. I would have kept it. But people be like, man, get this out here.
Nah, Truth was gonna be wearing that to the club in Milwaukee, man. We know what you was doing.
Every vlog.
Yeah, that's definitely in my next vlog.
You might can't trick the guys, but you definitely can trick the girls. I guarantee you, it's some bimbo thinking that that's a real chain.
I don't think so, man.
They saying they just let Jay Black take a picture with, took it back.
Oh, that chain. Oh, man. I feel bad. Yo, it's over. It's over for Jackboy. Did you see them champion sneakers he had on?
Oh man.
Yeah. And why is Rock? What's up with the LO? Goonies and they're like 0-5 wearing.
I said that too when he came out with the LOM. Like Hollow dressing people up now, man. Hollow
taking L's, and he got a big L on his. Twerk wore LOM sweater against DNA and got destroyed. Like, oh no. In Vegas. Who wears a sweater and shorts in Vegas? Like, what was he doing?
You got more LOM clothes than anybody. Why you talking?
Yeah, but I'm not battling taking L's in it. That's my problem. That's they making it look bad. That's the problem.
Verb just wore a sweater and shorts in Houston, 1,000 degrees outside at this event.
Oh yeah,
I don't know what. So did Geechee. Why was they wearing?
Aver was wearing a sweater, wasn't he? Like the ball.
Yeah, he had a hoodie and shorts.
Yeah.
Yeah, the Hitman hollered. That'd be off.
Yeah, they be trying to.
Why do they all have on hoodies?
Everybody's wearing hoodies.
Right.
Was it hot in there, Ben?
That's crazy.
It was burning up out there.
Somebody passed out at the event.
Yeah, Smack said, get him up and take him to the Uber Eats. He'll be all right.
Man,
Edgewood, let me live, yo. Edgewood, Houston.
They had chicken.
Was it all Popeyes, Ben, or was there other shit?
All night.
Was it all Popeyes or
was
other
it all
shit?
Popeyes?
Let me ask you a question, Ben.
That's what they kept saying,
Is the food
Popeyes.
for free?
It was free.
Yeah, it was
all
free.
day.
For free?
The whole event.
So wait. So you saying
That's
them thousands of people was eating free chicken?
1,000 people, Battle Truth, from when I was on the line to when I left the event.
Battle Truth, they was eating it. They was eating it in the interviews. That's how much they was giving it away.
But if it came to Detroit, I was.
That was
I'd cater.
I love them for that because like that's a big thing at these events, man. Like it don't be no food. Like even if you got vendors there, like to sell food, they be running out. Not
Fam, if you giving out free chicken, I'm trying to tell you.
I mean, when I went to the King of Dot event, they were giving out free pizza.
Nah, man. But this was free Popeyes.
Yeah, Popeyes.
What?
This was,
man,
it wasn't like the.
I'm sorry, man.
Isn't it an Uber Eats sponsor that they got, Ben?
It was like chicken tenders.
Yeah,
right.
They you know how much money they had to give Popeyes for that? To feed up
for real.
Or thousands of people like that.
Unless they were sponsoring it.
Man, they was. I know.
Yeah,
I know Yak Man was tight. What happened to Yak Man?
Was he there?
Ben, you know what happened to Yak Man while you asking questions.
I don't know what happened to Yak Man.
You know, you were there. You always standing behind people. You heard something.
I ain't hear nothing about Yak Man. He just disappeared.
Right. So what happened?
I thought he did a blog saying he dipped.
I don't know. I'm trying to find out too. I thought Yak Man was cool. I thought him and Smack was cool.
Oh, no more Al Capone?
Yeah, Al Capone dude. Where he at?
Yeah, no more sponsorship. That's
crazy. He probably tired. I remember I seen one little thing like, man, that's messed up.
Smack is really hoeing these little sponsors, bro. He use them for a little while and then.
Nah, he
got Walmart now. What you mean?
He
got rid of exclusive vodka. Now it's Yak Man gone. Like, son, you was really hoeing these niggas. That's getting
exclusive vodka. Oh my god, I've never had that in my bar.
This Walmart for Target next. That's what's coming next. Watch. You out of here, Walmart.
Now Walmart, that's a good sponsor.
Walmart ain't. Come on, bro. Not with
that's a good sponsor.
If they seen that Jackboy shit, that's a wrap.
Right.
The Waltons not participating in that shit. They good on
That's
that.
funny. That's funny.
Wow.
Hey man, look, man, we gotta cut it here, man. We gotta cut it here, man. I appreciate y'all, man. This was fun, man. We're gonna get this out ASAP.
Oh, before we hang up, real quick. When I was at the event, man, a lot of people, shout out to y'all that was in Houston. They mentioned you, Drizzy. They said that they love this show. Like when you got all the media bloggers on, they were just telling me like how that's like one of the funniest segments that they like on the show.
Dope. Yeah, shout out to everybody, man.
Ben, you're not coming back, brother. So
I'm coming back. I'm a regular.
Yeah, y'all all regulars up here.
Hey, one time before you go, shout out to you, and you in the chat. Shout out to all of you.
Lux 2-1, man. First and second. Y'all
Lux 2-1.
Y'all heard it here best.
3-zip.
Verb 3-zip. You don't even sound right saying it.
I do it. Verb 3-zip.
Verb 3-0, man. I second that, man. We're gonna put this out. We're gonna let the people debate, man. We're gonna let the people debate, man.
Bang the gavel. I got a gavel.
That's it, man. Yeah, truth. Bang the gavel on these clouds, man. We out, man. Appreciate y'all. Peace.
All right.
All right.
Peace.